Don't do that.
Don't throw up, please.
Yeah.
I ate a lot of macaroni.
Right.
We're up.
There you
Yay!
Thank you. Thank you.
We're a bunch of
Well
children.
done.
It's on my acting resume. Look it up.
go. Can burp on cue.
You never know.
Nice. Pull this up. Just got monitor.
Do we get to level up?
We did kill a hag and some
Did
other
kill a hag,
and
that's
some
true.
bitches.
We have a mother hag yet to somehow find kill.
We'll do it. It's fine.
With just 5 of us.
I'm sure it'll be good.
Fun.
We'll have Zybilna.
It's fine. Now that we don't have as many people, he doesn't have to, like, put as many people on the board.
There's that, though. Like, sometimes having less people can be difficult because things will move faster.
Yeah.
And I've
Yeah.
only got, like, so much prepped. So
Right.
Yeah.
we'll see where we end up here tonight.
Don't forget the blue screen of death during today's thing.
I mean, some of us like to talk, others don't, so we'll see what happens.
So, does Eric have a Caplian?
I do.
Yay!
7, 12, 24. Too sad to title.
Too sad to title.
We gathered in the theater and the hag sat down on a whoopee cushion, causing a nice juicer. Endolin dismembered her stage manager, which was a terrible move to do on preview night. Aoife cast a wind wall into the field. Cutlass stuck Endolin with his saber. Zav gave a blessing. Red created a magic circle, totally fucking Endolin. And I gave her a taste of her own witch bolt. Endolin blew up her own elder darkling like a friggin' idiot. Zav summoned little tiny glowing weapons to play with. Those toys ended up blowing up a frog boy. Oh, wait, ended up blowing a frog boy. Maybe that
What?
should be blowing up.
Heyo.
Uh,
I'm a cleric.
Bacon Betty tried to open a dimension door and pull Endolin through, but Yufina noped the fuck out of that.
Yeah, she did.
Cutlass gave Endolin another couple of pokes and bravely flew away.
Bravely flew away.
Zeretic delivered a killing blow into Endolin's chest, but she turned into a fart cloud and reappeared in another location.
Gaseous form.
We continued to throw blows as the twins attempted to cast their eclipsing spells. Endolin kept boop-bopping around until Aoife vortex warped her back into the timeout circle. Cutlass received a call from beyond the grave from his lover, Donatello.
That's not it.
That's not his name.
that one tickle.
And that he would have to kill the ghostly form of Endolin by joining them beyond the grave. And we all got misty-eyed. Sal Pig got fucking pit roasted by 3 different fates. Glister and Gleam shit the fucking bed and missed her,
Several times.
forcing Cutlass to push Endolin into a voided door. She pled for her life. I told you I would kill you, did I not?
Sound like an
Witness
Eagle
it.
Montoya.
Endolin burnt bright like a big ball of gassy fire. But in its aftermath, we lose our friend. We looted his stuff.
Sad day. Give me your shit.
Yeah, it's very sad. Anyway, loot.
Aoife received another sending spell requesting her home. We walked back to the lake and got to say one last goodbye to our brother Zahir Steelwig. Swing.
Steel swing.
Steelwing.
He was drunk when he wrote this.
Oh, I think so.
Maybe high.
Anna saw a vision of a taller Anna.
My God. God damn it.
The lake portal opened. Our sister Aoife said her goodbyes and went back through the lake
Where's
back
your
to
mommy?
Hogwarts.
Where's your mommy?
Ironheim. And we started walking back towards the Motherhorn, sobbing. End of session.
The end.
Yeah. Apt.
Ow!
Have we had a long rest yet?
We had a long ass rest.
A long ass rest.
I'm being
We
bad
have had
visual
one?
for that.
So no.
Okay.
There's not been a rest.
I'm still at 2 hit points.
I'm at,
So
That's so long.
this
my
is
ass
something
got.
that may come up here.
I'm at less than half.
I'm fine.
Shut up!
I don't remember how Eric's doing.
He's okay.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Silence. Disturbed only by the crunch of your party's footsteps on the mountainous path back to Emily's castle. 2 of your rank.
I don't know
gone.
why my chair's squeaking so much.
2 of your rank gone. 1 forced to return to the academy she once set ablaze in order to save it anew from an unexpected military occupation of her home in Ironheim. The other, reunited with his lost love after making the ultimate sacrifice to bring a final end to the Hourglass Coven, vanquishing Endelin, a hag who could not be killed except in the eclipse of light and dark. You make your way along the path,
Making my way.
returning to Motherhorn in search of the path forward to the Palace of Heart's Desire, where Zybilna awaits to be freed from her temporal imprisonment. Each of you lost for words at all that has happened. Each of you trying to think of what to say. Each of you hoping the other might take the lead. So,
I'll take it.
fates.
Good.
The question becomes, who will speak first?
Question. Has she blipped in front of us?
We'll get to the book in just a second.
Okay.
So you're traversing along at this point, back, and I guess I'll say, as you're all kind of lost in thoughts and watching the path as it goes, and you are still hearing the howls of her wolf pack, slightly in the distance, directing you back toward Motherhorn. Aoife comes across a ridge in front of you, and as
You mean Euphina?
or yeah, Yofina, sorry, comes across a ridge in front of you, and as you come over it, she is gone.
Well, that's great.
Fortunately, I think that one's temporary.
Is it still thundering and lightning outside?
There's still thunder and lightning. The skies have cleared a decent amount, but there are still like clouds, and there's lightning actually jumping from cloud to cloud across the skies.
Ooh, that's cool.
So it's sort of a twilight, actually. Sort of a twilightish, bluish purplish
Oh, I hate purple.
haze.
You what now?
Get out.
Joking.
But the mass of cloud that used to be overhead has broken apart, and there are smaller clusters of clouds now, and you still see lightning sort of jumping from cloud to cloud, and from time to time still striking the lightning rods off the paths in the distance.
We've been walking for a while now. Perhaps we should find shelter for the night.
I agree.
We shall take first watch.
So I'll say, since you're sort of heading this up, make an, let's say, investigation.
Investigation?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to sort of look for a slightly sheltered area to
17.
Hooray!
17. Yeah, easy enough. Like, you've been on this path now. So this is the third time traversing the same path toward Motherhorn. And in that time, you found areas that are decently well protected that you feel like you could set up a decent camp for. So let's write down a little bit. So you set up camp, and there's
Shit.
get a fire started. So, yeah, if you would like to discuss watch or have any conversations of things that have transpired.
Is it just the 4 of us now?
Just the 4 of us. Get the fuck out.
It's my turn.
No.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take last watch.
Lazy.
I'm dying.
I will say you can split this into 4 watches if you would want, which would be 8 hours of rest instead of 9 hours. 3 watches you have to, because of the way it splits up, you'd have to spend 9 hours. So since there's only 4 of you, you could do 1 each
I'm fine with one person on watch. I doubt anything will get crazy until we get to closer to what's her name? The other Zybilna's lair. Or castle, rather. I don't want to say lair.
I'm sorry, you do have.
That
Actually, that's a good question.
Just ping.
Is what's his face still with us?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Elcor!
I will say yeah.
And the
I'll
twins.
I'll say Elcorn. No,
And
the twins. The twins
Twins
did
left.
go back.
What about Dandelion?
But Elcorn and
Amador.
Amador are with you. Yes. Yeah, it's been a minute.
It's been a while.
So yeah, so there are 6 of you actually. So you could do 2 for 3 split for 9 hours. If you want to.
I still takes the first watch.
Amador, I will take the first watch with you.
Well, he got the hots for you.
Ew.
When are you taking watch?
Whenever.
I
Second's fine.
I know that neither of us might be in the mood, but it might be prudent to look at the necklace together.
Fine.
Elcorn, you and I have third watch.
Right.
Smack him on the back.
Sounds good to me. We get to rest first. That's just how I like it.
Elcorn, read the room.
I'm sorry, I did. I've been here before myself.
Here?
Party members leaving.
Oh.
An inspiration.
God damn it. Eric is such a hippo. I love him so much.
I wish I knew what to say. There's no real comfort ever for it. So we're gonna slowly backs away and finds his pack and starts silently.
Slowly back.
The Homer bushes.
The Homer Simpson meme.
Yep.
Nothing really helps.
Yeah.
Well, sorry.
Elcorn is not a man of a whole lot of work. Like he's very straightforward in his sense of the world.
Reminds me of Eisen.
Alright. One more rolling.
So, is everyone else? Taking a rest? Okay, so everyone.
Go to bed.
Except me.
Okay, so
This is a fucking dandelion.
Amador will give you advantage. He'll help to give you advantage.
Cool.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Perception?
Yep, perception roll.
That's good. Same number each time. 18. Plus is 18 plus 7. 27.
Jeez.
You see everything.
Yeah. So you with
Oh,
everything.
wait, excuse me, not 27. I can math.
25.
25, thank you.
You still see everything.
Yeah, pretty much. So things have become much clearer now with all of the clouds parting and everything. And again, in the Feywild, there's not really a day cycle. You're kind of in this perpetual twilight all of the time, so it doesn't get really truly dark here, especially now that the clouds have cleared out. 25. Jeez. So you've seen the mountains, the lightning rods. You saw that there was a henge in the distance. You also back furthest of your vision, I would say, see some small lights around what looks like some caverns in the mountainside, just miles and miles away. You're just barely able to pick this up for the first time. Could be some kind of like mining situation, but You're not sure. And it's a long distance away from where you've traversed before.
Other than that, nothing consequential.
But yeah,
Let's get the battle rolls out. Sorry.
No.
Man, where's Dice Joe? You need it.
So you stay up. Nothing again around, because you're just a little ways past the crater lake with the beacons at this point. But this whole area seems to be kind of devoid of activity. It seems like creatures of the Feywild tend to kind of avoid this area, and you don't really pick anything else up. Amador does speak with you just briefly. I will do everything I can to assist you in reaching the palace. I do know a route through the mountains, but I believe Endolin may have had other means of being able to investigate at Motherhorn, in addition to finding any of the spoils of victory from the castle.
She's just going to nod. But still just keep looking.
I thank you all for assisting me in returning the sisters. I greatly regret the loss of your compatriots.
It's a cycle of life we cannot avoid. Death comes for us all. Sometimes just faster than others.
But it never gets easier.
I don't necessarily agree. Sometimes it's exactly what we need.
Take that and read that you probably want to be alone with your thoughts. Just spend the rest of the watch assisting as you can. But with that, first watch comes to an end.
I'll make my findings or lack thereof to Zav.
Okay.
Not to Eric, just to Zav.
We know.
So just
Noted.
before the end, and then you feel this connection that exists between the group sort of lighten slightly again, and Zoretic.
Am I dreaming still?
No, God.
Are you sleeping?
Am I stabbing something?
Still dreaming?
Every time I hear I've been dreaming, I think of
No.
Enchanted. I've been dreaming.
Of a true love's prince.
Gets hit by a bunch of cyclists.
You find yourself
Okay.
in the haze of the fire.
Haze of the what?
In the haze of the fire.
Fire. Okay.
But you can't tell if this is the house, the town, or the abyss.
Okay.
You kneel, face in your hands. You think you've been crying. Your skeletal wings are stretched out wide above you. Softly, a voice comes to your ear. Red, you must find yourself. You are fallen and lost, but what happened was not your fault. And you look around, but see no one.
Sorry.
Make an insight check for me.
Stab you.
Make an insight check.
Insight check? Okay.
As if you needed an excuse.
Miss me with that
16.
shit.
16. Oh, 16.
You can use my inspiration if you really want me to roll higher.
I'll say with the 16, the voice is familiar
Mm-hmm.
and recently familiar, but you're not entirely sure from where.
Okay.
We are always with you. Wake up, Red. It's safe. Please, remember. And you feel warmth. Not a burn or an element of the fires around you, but it's as if someone has draped themselves onto your back.
Mm.
You feel an embrace from behind. And just as you slip back to consciousness, you notice a single white feather flutter down from where your wings would have been above you.
Nathaniel. I didn't say anything.
That tickled me.
So, you kind of stir from your sleep. The rest of you have gotten glimpses of this dream as well. And I'll say everyone else make a deception check.
Me included?
Yeah.
Make a deception check?
Yeah.
6.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus, didn't mean to roll that. That's just a straight 4, though.
What about a gay 4?
Per
It's
D.
a 4.
Is it perception or deception?
Deception.
With a
Deception.
D.
Oh, 16.
16. Okay. So, Eric, you managed to. So, if you so choose to angle away and pretend as though you're not aware, Red, as you come to consciousness momentarily, you look up and you are keenly aware that Zav and Anna have looked over to you, and then as they see you kind of looking up, they turn to look.
Isn't Anna asleep at this point?
Well, they're in the port.
Oh, gotcha.
The point of
Oh, the
transition.
point with the transition
Yeah.
of that? Okay. Gotcha.
So you do believe that they have probably picked up on the stream as well.
La 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 la. I saw nothing.
What was the last thing that you had said before you woke up?
I said Mathanier.
Mathanier.
Mathonir.
So I think Eric takes a moment in his deception to turn around and say, "Who's Mathanier?"
Mathanier, that is Guardian of the Arcane. He's the god I worship. Why do you ask?
I was just reading about it, and I'd never read that word before.
If you want more books on the subject, I would be happy to oblige.
Oh, tell me more about this Mathanier. Is he...
Maybe later. I want to sleep while I can.
understand.
I'm going to give another glance over at them and then lay back down.
So, Anna has conveyed to you the seeing sort of in the far, far miles away distance the potential mine, and then she bundles herself up. Amador looks a little abashed and is kind of glancing at the two of you and over at her, and just sort of silently goes to his rucksack. And
Why is he acting all weird? I just told him the truth.
he feels Well, give me insight.
Eight.
Can I roll it? Because I saw him go away.
You can roll.
Yes, my insight's good. Fuck my 9.
See, this is why I had you roll a
Unfortunately,
1
the
and the
DC
tick.
is also higher for you because you're not aware of anything that transpired.
Fine.
So, no, he just seems a little awkward around me at the moment.
God, why are all my rolls sucking?
Because it's not a necessary thing to further the plot.
Yeah, fine.
The dice are being like that. What? Dice not working the way you want to? What do you mean?
Just buy you some weighted dice.
Just buy some. I'll buy new dice. I swear to God, I'll replace you all.
For the two of you, you can either both roll perception or one can roll with advantage.
Who's better at perceiving?
I have a +6.
You're better at perceiving. I'll help you.
Okay.
Hey, all right, 18.
I rolled 21.
Fuck yeah, let's go.
Cool. So 21. I guess Zab, do you also convey to him the pointing out the...
I'll point out the pretty lights.
So with a 21, you're pointing in the direction, but you're both not able quite to. You don't know what she's seeing exactly. You believe her that there's something over there.
Oh yeah.
But at a 21, like this is again miles and miles away.
And just to clarify the actual information, it looks like a mining facility.
Yeah,
is that what I heard?
So wait, what did you roll?
21. Well, I rolled a 17 plus or 15 plus 6.
So wouldn't you then use the advantage roll and add 6 to that, which Zav rolled an 18 for you. So wouldn't you add the 6 to that instead as?
Oh, is that? How
we
you guys
both
roll?
rolled 15.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Sorry,
both
as our
rolled
flat
15.
dice.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I thought he rolled an 18. Which is why I
No,
was
no,
so confused.
15 plus 3.
Oh,
Okay.
gotcha. Okay, so then yes, 21. You're good. Never mind.
How dare you try to help?
I was trying to help.
No, yeah.
Thank
good,
you.
Good on you.
Oh. He's like, you can't be mad at me. I'm cute.
The camera's still up. Okay, he hasn't adjusted it.
It just comes crashing down.
You have to give him
So
credit.
yeah, she explained there were some flickers of lights in the distance. It seemed like there were some portices in one of the mountains, far in the distance where the lights were. So it could be a mining operation, it could be something else. It's hard to say. But the direction that she points to is too far for the two of you to be able to make out from your own eyes. So.
We don't get to make out.
So, but with
I was thinking it.
but with the 21 perception, similarly, this make sure we're not. Yeah, that's
I love that. Yeah, well, roll.
Again, the area seems to be kind of devoid. You don't see much of like wildlife or other fake creatures or anything happening around. The two of you would have a chance to do your checks for the necklace at this point.
Okay.
And you also both do still have advantage now because of the experience that Eric had at the beginning of coming to this realm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Oh, that was not good on my end.
Well, let me do my advantage roll just in case. Okay, yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah.
22.
Okay, that's a lot better. Oh, fuck. What do we add to it?
Your religion or something else, I think. Or arcana, I think. Religion or arcana. I'm pretty sure.
Let me double check. No.
I just have the number of times we've done it.
Yep, arcana or religion. Thank you.
Phrasing.
14, which doesn't succeed, right?
Yeah,
Wait.
I don't know.
DC 11. DC 11.
DC 11, let's go!
It's not that high, I don't think, but yeah. So
That is
you
number
guys have another
9.
success.
Number 9.
Does that mean we've only known each other for 9 days?
Yes.
We've had
We've had a
a
couple
couple of
of
failures, didn't you?
We have had some failures.
failures and a couple, I think, time
Yeah,
No, we haven't had any jump forwards really.
not really.
No.
Like maybe
Been
a
a
couple
week.
hours, but never a day or.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, it's been a hell of a week and a half.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting. So, you both gleaned some additional insight into the necklace and its foundational workings, and come to the end of your watch without issue. So, Red and Elkhorn.
Oh, Cord!
Is that how you wake him up? he is sort of deaf. I can speak.
He's sort of dead.
Yeah. So, because remember the first fight you had here, he slept entirely through.
Oh, that's
so
right.
It does take a little extra to rouse him.
No, that is not. And by the way, like, aside from what is strictly necessary to get like the job done with the necklace, Zav ain't speaking. So, no, he's not screaming Elkhorn to wake him up.
I think Eric does.
That's fair. That tracks.
Yeah, I think Eric goes to wake Elkhorn up, who Eric has also been sitting in silence for the watch as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think Eric definitely stifles a couple of like moments where it really wells up, and then I think when he goes to wake Elkhorn up, it kind of boils over and his voice like cracks a little.
Oh.
Yeah, Elkhorn.
Oh, so is it our turn?
Yes.
Shut up, you're asleep.
Oh, I thought you were waking me up too.
Have you woken him up?
Oh, I thought you were at the last watch.
No,
No,
I wasn't in your watch. I'm watching with Elkhorn on the third watch.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were fourth.
No, we're only doing
We're
three
doing
it's
three now
collection.
because we
Oh.
can have two.
Never mind. Well then, yes, I'll rouse you too. Just give you a little.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Nothing new.
And Elkhorn's kind of trying to stretch himself. And you can tell, like, an older dwarf, he's got some stiff joints. Well,
So am I rolling?
so, yeah, I'll say that Elkhorn gives you advantage.
So just roll 2 dice then?
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't sure if you wanted to roll your own dice or not for Elkhorn.
I got other reasons to roll my own dice.
Shut the fuck up!
This is what? Perception?
Eyebrow lag.
Yes, perception.
Well, fudge me, I rolled a 14.
14. Okay. Do you, Zav or Eric, do you fill in at all about
The
things on
lights.
distance or?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Zav relays to you that Anna has seen something over in this distance, but they weren't able to discern or make anything out in the time.
Gotcha.
You can't see shit. Like, you think there's a mountain over there, but like the clouds are now sort of like dipping down in front of it a little bit, and so it's completely out.
I didn't do
Elkhorn,
fucking
what do
shit.
your dwarf eyes see? Nothing.
Yep.
Well, fuck.
I'm doing my part. I didn't
So,
do fucking
Zav and
shit.
Eric take the rest. With a 14, Red, you got throttled in this last fight, and so you're still like you're doing a lot better, but you're still kind of like recovering, and you're every so often kind of slipping in and out. And there's sometimes people, especially people who are used to battles or traumas, will shut down a little bit when emotionally heavy things happen, and you're not fully aware of this, but you're both tired just from the exertion of the battle, but also your mind's kind of wanting to escape back to sleep to not have to deal with what's occurred. So you're
Elkhorn, keep me awake. Remind me again where your friends are that you're searching for, and why you lost them somehow. Tell me the story again.
Tell me a
Tell me the story again. Let me
Papa
pull up-
Elkhorn.
Let me pull up those notes. So, Valor's Call. So my compatriots and I hail from a realm called Orth.
Earth.
Orth.
Sorry. I'm being a little shit. I'm sorry.
We came here, we were alerted that the League of Malevolence was trying to make a play to
It's Zybilna's
gain some
help.
power
Yeah.
from Zybilna.
Yes.
So we came to stop them, and as we showed up, a fight ensued. The hags took the advantage of the fight to cast the spell that they did, which seems to have frozen Zybilna and everyone else at the palace, I believe. Most of the rest of my compatriots as well.
Okay, so they're
I was knocked unconscious, sadly, before that happened, but this is what I gleaned of the aftermath from Skabatha's interrogation of me. I believe she gave me more information than I gave her in the end, but she did love to rattle on.
So both this evil League of Evil and your crew are frozen at Zybilna's palace.
Nice callback.
It sounds as though the hags have freed much of the League of Malevolence and have been using them to keep watch at the palace.
Ah, okay. I was wondering, I was about to ask why we hadn't run into them with any of the other hags, but that makes sense.
Well, we ran into one of them with Skyla here. It sounds like maybe you ran into another one when you were...
Oh,
speaking
yes, with the
unicorn.
unicorn, yes. Yeah, he did.
So that is good. It's two of them down. That is wondrous news. They've been a thorn in our side for many years. To be free of them is... It's almost hard to imagine it, and yet seeing it happen and being a part of it. Sadly, the others that remain, Kalek is the leader. He's the Grand Wizard of their group. He also keeps a hired fighter named Warduke. No one has ever seen his face, but he wears a dread helm that has uncanny glowing red eyes from underneath. And then Zargash, their cleric. They are definitely the most skilled of the group, but...
You mentioned you traveled with a wizard of extreme skill. How is it that he could not save himself from the spell, the freeze spell?
While Ringelrun's a very talented wizard, Zybilna herself, an archfey of Prismere, also succumbed to it, it sounds. I don't know that there has been any creature powerful enough to have overcome the spell.
Can I do an investigation to see if he's telling the truth?
Insight? Yeah.
An insight? Where's my insight? There it is. 20. Dirty.
Right. He's...
20. Dirty.
Ooh, wow. Sorry.
20.
You okay there?
Yep, I very nearly knocked my wine onto the floor.
Oh no,
no.
that would
That
have
would
been
have
bad.
been terrible.
I mean, the floor's got to go at some point.
Yeah, this is all coming up. But,
Oh really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do it? Keep it as sorry.
It's hardwood.
Oh, so you're gonna keep the hardwood?
So he is telling the truth.
Okay.
He sort of stumbles around it because he does kind of revere Ringelrun as a great wizard. At the same time, he's also aged enough to know that, like, his compatriots, while they are skilled, probably are not quite actually to your group's level at this
Gotcha.
point. So
Okay.
Yeah, he's a talented wizard, but not like
Gotcha.
renowned.
Okay.
Not like Eric.
You're a wizard.
So he kind of stumbles through it a little bit, just to because he doesn't explicitly want to say that out because it feels like it would be
Gotcha.
disparaging.
Gotcha. Okay. That's all I wanted to know.
So, to the best of my knowledge, the rest of my compatriots are still at the palace, but my understanding is once frozen, you cannot be moved from the spot and cannot be harmed in any way. So, hopefully, they are all still fine.
I wonder if they were frozen in time.
That's my understanding. Again, I am picking up what I have from Skabatha's ramblings, but the same that she has tried to do to your group, and
Well, now that
and actually you were frozen in time by the same same spell. The same.
but the hags are dead now, so I wonder if the spell has effect, or if it is possibly able to be broken now.
Maybe you do get a sense that the
Mother hag.
the cauldron is vitally important to this, because it was I'll say there probably has been enough communication with the rest of the group. When they attempted to freeze the rest of the group, the cauldron was there. The unicorn horn had to be present.
Gotcha.
And that was the case for you as well. The cauldron was there,
Yeah.
and they used the horn to sort of activate the spell from it.
So his friends were frozen in time by the hags?
Same as Zybilna.
Yeah, there was a great battle happening, and everyone was frozen.
Yep.
And it sounds like after the battle, the hags unfroze the rest of the League of Malevolence and basically made them underlings.
Yeah, they're the evil League of Evil now.
Yeah. Evil.
Okay. That's all I wanted to do.
That's all I
Okay.
wanna do.
So, I'll say Elkhorn also, from time to time, kind of looks like he's
Dozing off.
wanting to start a conversation about everything that's happened, but he keeps sort of looking over to you and then seemingly thinking better of it.
Cool.
And so he just kind of lets that rest and keeps his watch with you. But the watch comes to an end, uneventful.
Okay.
And you all have now had a long rest.
Hooray!
Thank.
Welk.
I'll start waking everyone up, but I will not touch Anna. Instead, I will just take a little twig and I will plop it down to awaken her.
That might be worse, actually.
That might be worse, actually.
She's gonna just look straight at him.
Time to go. Figured you didn't want me to touch you.
I'm gonna cast.
For fuck's sake.
Already started.
Call lightning!
I'm gonna cast Mold Earth
Okay.
under his foot. Not now. But as we start walking, I'm gonna do it so he trips
Okay.
awkwardly.
I'm going to say roll a spell attack.
A spell attack.
Yeah. And Zarek roll a dex save.
A dexterity
24.
save?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Can you even beat a 24 with a dex save?
Let me see here. Where's my deck? Oh yeah, I don't have a. Wasn't a spell? Shouldn't it be?
Well, I'm just using the spell as a means to like measure how subtly she's able to do this.
How subtly she's able to do it?
Yeah, to try to get it to actually.
Okay.
Sneak attack! Pocket save!
Yeah, because I was gonna say, what if it's a spell? Wouldn't I have to roll the spell save DC to not trip? But that's, I guess.
Yeah, because you're not being.
Oh, I do have a +3 on my dex saves, but that if you roll a 24, or even if I roll a natural 20, it's not gonna do anything.
Yep.
So.
Not
Right.
sorry.
So yeah, she moves, and you do have a little trip. I'll say doesn't take you down to the ground or whatever, but the ground sort of slips from underneath you unexpectedly.
Okay.
Just to make him feel a little emasculated, that's all.
No, that doesn't emasculate me. It just pisses me off.
Exactly. A real man would take it in stride.
What do you think I'm fucking doing? I'm not attacking you.
You're not taking it in stride, is what I'm saying.
You can't see. You can't fucking see that. This is all out of character.
Fight.
I roll a 10. Can I use perception to see if I'm noticing this? 16 total.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely see. You see the stumble, and you do see. You didn't catch the earth moving out from under him, but you actually notice, after his stumble, that the earth kind of shifts back really quick into position.
Whoop.
Yeah.
Must we?
And she's just... That's the exact sound she's gonna make with him trying to be all dad-like. Really?
I'm trying to make Eric serious right now.
Good luck. We're all counting on
This is what they want. They want division. They want us to be broken up. We're already down 2. And I don't know about you, but I didn't feel overly confident about our last fight.
Did you sleep on a rock or something? What's with your mood?
I'd never had a brother. You are the closest thing that I've had to family, and whether that's a comment on our group or a comment on my life, I don't know.
You're not my family. You will never be my family.
You sound like my father. Eric turns around.
That doesn't make sense.
Out of character laugh.
I was like,
oh no! Oh no! Zaf is absolutely stoic.
And you do have the memory of his dream of what had happened with his father and how he had fled.
Mm-hmm.
So the statement is not lost on you.
No, I know.
I'm just gonna not say anything and just fucking bide my time.
Perhaps we should continue on our way back to the castle.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Sounds good. Mandolin.
Mandalorian. Mango.
Sure thing, Mango.
Such as Mango.
And Elkhorn kind of goes over to Amador. Don't take it personally. There, it's a really tough loss.
He doesn't remember anybody's names.
He has chronic amnesia.
So, you all collect your things, pack up your rucksacks, and begin trudging through.
I heard nut sacks.
Begin trudging through.
I didn't realize Anna had a
monotonous
nutsack.
pass.
Bigger than your nutsack.
Oh.
And as you're going, the howls pick up again,
Okay.
sort of
We
directing
needed
you.
this.
Even with Neofina not here, it seems the pack has associated her to you, and
I
wishes you
mean,
to safety.
it makes sense if they're always kind of here but not here also. They probably have a sense that she's still, her presence is still within us.
Mhm. So,
I think Eric also quietly walks over to Amador and offers his hand as like a platform so that he can like ride on me and not have to walk.
Amador is about 3 feet tall.
Oh, he is?
Yes.
I thought he was like a flower.
You thought he
Yeah.
was like a little
Yeah,
Oh, I love
he
that.
is a tiny creature, but he's not like a.
Amador is like the
That
size
was a big ass
of
bumblebee then, wasn't
Oh yes, yeah. The bumblebee was like this big.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's I think what got
Compared
my...
to the giant, it
I'm
was the
just-
size of a
I'm
bumblebee.
just envisioning Eric walking along with a fucking flower just
Oh my
hand
god,
standing
yeah,
on
just
his
I mean,
a
yeah,
shoulder.
little toddler of a flower.
You could offer. You can see how it goes.
If he doesn't look like he's tired, I'm not going to handle the poor guy.
That's so funny.
Right. Amador does seem to know these passes pretty well, and is also assisting and directing you through all of the areas. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Pardon me.
So, several hours pass as you trudge through the mountainous pass. When you approach the opening gates, returning to Motherhorn, you notice as you come to the door. Let's see here. The skull-faced hag visage that greeted you in the doorway, it's still there, but it's completely inert at this point. The door is already partially ajar, and as you approach, if you're...
Really wish we had Cutlass to do some light searching around with those wings he had.
Eric just kind of looks at you, and then your wings, and then at you.
You can't see my wings; they're not visible.
Oh, they're not at all?
No.
They're not
never
out.
mind.
They're only there when I use the specific skill that I have.
Oh, okay. I've never seen them.
You've never seen them. Well, you might have seen them if I've done the skill. I think I've done it maybe once or twice.
I think maybe you did it once.
I did it once, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
But they were also skeletal.
but they're also skeletal, so it doesn't look like they have actual things that could fly.
It's actually kind of freaky.
Sure.
It's a little scary.
It actually, when you saw it, it was actually unsettling to
Yeah.
you.
I don't mean to be insensitive. You had wings.
But yeah, because you have seen the dream too, where he had the full wings before they caught fire.
Okay.
Not anymore. They burned away when I fell.
Yeah. Colors would come in handy right now. So here.
Can I do any kind of detect trap on the door or anything before I open it?
Yeah, go ahead and do an investigation just to check, make sure nothing's changed with it.
18.
18. You give the door a pretty good once over. There don't seem to be any new lines or any thing connected to the door. In fact, it is partially ajar, and you can see into the hall, and you can actually hear from the hall there's a light bit of music that was there before
Okay.
when you entered the last time.
I don't think I was there that time.
You were not. That's right.
Yeah.
When you entered the last time.
All right.
So the doors easily press open. As you
They're
make-
pulled.
yeah, the pull. Anna goes up.
as you make your way into the initial hallway, there's sort of a discordant music that still plays in this hallway beyond the stone door. It appears that some of the magic that powers various elements of the castle is still at play, but not all of it. So the face being inert seems to indicate that there's some magics that were sort of maintained and controlled by Endolin that are now gone because she is gone. And there's some magics that are a part of the castle itself that she either had worked and woven in or had created otherwise that persist past her death. The music being one of them. The north end of the corridor, there's still that thick black curtain, and no sound seems to pass through it as it is closed. You had checked before, and it cannot be removed. But as you come up to the curtain, if you part it slightly, you do begin to hear voices passed into the amphitheater.
Can I take a little sneaky peeky look?
Sneaky
Sneaky peeky. From this distance, yeah, I'll say roll perception.
If anything, the best option is to have Anna shapeshift into something small to eavesdrop.
Mm-hmm.
If she's willing.
I'll look and then we'll see if we can. Ugh, that's not good. It's a 9.
9. There are voices, but you can't make out like the tonal qualities. So you can't identify anyone, and you cannot make out what's being said.
Anna's gonna shapeshift into a little spider and start crawling forward.
Roll a stealth for me, please.
I get to reroll ones because I'm a halfling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use inspiration. That is much better.
Yay.
24.
Ooh, okay, so you make your way into the amphitheater, and
What the fuck?
Jinx.
What
I was gonna say it's all blurry.
What the Jesus Christ is that?
As you come in, you're able to make your way up close enough to hear some of the conversation that is occurring here. The 3 actors that you had initially seen when you'd entered before are out here again, and you see a group of darklings surrounding them, investigating. You do see Skyla's body is still on the ground over here. And there seems to be one that's sort of a leader. And
so wait, question: Are we back in Endelin's palace?
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Scene of the crab.
So when you entered before, quite a bit of the audience that was like there were a number of people sitting around were cloaked figures. Did seem to be these sort of darklings. They all were gone when you had the fight with Endelin. I'll say, Anna, give me a perception.
9.
9. So you are able, because with the stealth check, I'll say you get close enough to hear some of the conversation. You do kind of look around at the darklings. They seem lesser than I think it was Charm was the darkling that you fought along with Endelin. They seem less powerful than her, but you can't really tell by how much. But there's
7 of them.
So there's one sort of elder darkling. And then,
okay, so that's an elder darkling.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was.
And then the rest are sort of regular darklings. So yeah, 7 plus the elder. And then Skyla's very dead right here. And then the pile of blood that was stage fright, the goblin.
Oh yeah,
stage manager.
So
And then 3 actors.
yeah, the high elf, the woman here. She's a Sylvanesti. Is arguing with this darkling. Endelin is gone. You can tell, and she gestures down. Her shadows returned.
Oh,
In fact, the 3 actors, all 3 of them, have their shadows back. There is no sense of our staying here. There's no reason for us to keep rehearsing plays or doing. She is gone. There is no way that these meddlesome interlopers killed off Endelin. She cannot die. She will return. You have to keep practicing and putting together the plays.
I'm gonna say back to Zeb, we've got 7 company here. They're not fully admitting to the death of their beloved hag. Shall I intervene?
Intervene how?
Tell them the truth.
Actually, you can talk to Zav. But I don't think you cast the. You didn't call on Beers to cast the telepathy yet, so you can go one way with that.
Okay, it's like, shall I intervene?
You could also turn.
I'll turn and say, shall I intervene? Nod. Yes. No.
He's holding up a finger.
Wait.
Wait.
Wait. I'm gonna scurry back.
So the three actors continue sort of arguing with this Darkling. Basically, from the gist that you're getting from them, they want to leave. They see no reason to stay here anymore. They made a contract with Endolin, and Endolin no longer exists. The Darklings seem to believe that Endolin is not dead, and she will be returned.
They're of the belief that their precious hag is still alive and not allowing the three actors to leave.
What are we doing? Thinking.
They don't. They're not hearing this. So
I will say with the curtain, you can sort of like with the curtain closed, like they wouldn't be able to hear you through because from what you can tell, sound does not pass beyond this curtain. So I wouldn't necessarily go screaming, but like you can have a conversation.
Well. Shall we enlighten them?
Shall we what?
Enlighten them.
Enlighten who of what?
I do have Endolin's locket.
Exactly.
I could try and persuade them to go away.
That's good enlightenment.
I'll watch from afar in case things go south.
Okay.
So Anna's going to sort of scurry down. Where would you like to be as a spider? Still, I'm assuming.
Yes, I would like to be up in the stands.
So you'll just sort of be like around
Front and center.
this area, or
A little bit more up.
okay. So
Give myself
like
some
maybe in
diff-
the shadow here.
Yes.
Okay. All right. I just want to get an idea of where people are.
Yep.
Eric and Zav, are you guys staying behind the curtain while Zaretta goes out, or are the three of you?
He's not going out alone. Fuck that.
No, I'm flanking.
Okay, so the three of you are heading out.
Mighty ducking it.
Mighty talking.
Well, let me ask this question: do you guys want me to persuade that to do a persuasion that we actually killed her, or do you want me to persuade them that we work for Endolin and to leave the castle for now? Under her orders.
I feel as if we're delaying the inevitable either way. I
So
think
just
almost
say-
better to pick them off if they're upset about it, to take them out now before they have a chance to go talk to.
All right.
Straight truth first. And
Sounds good to
sword
me.
if it comes to it.
What are these things called again? Darklings?
Darkwing Duck.
I am the light.
I never watched DuckTales.
Oh, now we're getting a
DuckTales is
copyright
so
strike.
So I'll have to let me know when you're set up, Brandon.
The new series is really, really good.
I love barbecue chips. My favorite flavor. He hates it.
I'm not the biggest fan of barbecue chips.
Yeah,
I prefer like
barbecue's
a
just
sour,
not my thing for some
sour
reason.
cream and onion, or like sour cream and cheese.
But I
Or
really like barbecue flavored chips. I don't like barbecue flavored anything else other than
see, I love barbecue wings, man.
I like
Salt and
barbecue.
vinegar chips.
I feel as if barbecue chips are a misnomer. They really should be called mesquite chips.
Yes,
because I
that's
don't
the
like
one.
mesquite,
Yeah.
and that's why I don't like the chips. But I love barbecue.
Okay, so go back here. So
Anyways,
Amador
Matter
and
of
Elkhorn sort of back you up from behind as well, but the three of you come down from the stands.
Okay, so I'm going to use my persuasion.
So they do notice as you're coming down, and the elder sort of like turns toward you.
Darkling Horde!
I thought he called us whore.
Horde. Your hag is dead, and I hold up her necklace. Killed by us. Flee for your lives.
Great persuasion, bud.
It's called a persuasion check.
So I will say actually make intimidation.
I was intimidated.
It is, yeah. It's going to be.
Definitely
can we
change
help?
that to intimidation when you said that.
How do you help if you're going to help?
I mean, I'm a giant half orc with a spear and
He's
shit.
gonna go, he's gonna go, "Arr!"
Okay, are you?
I could fucking growl at them. Like I'm
He's
scary
looking at
looking.
us.
menacingly standing there, menacingly.
Actually, I know what I'll do. Hold on. Where is it? I will.
Beep, beep, boop, boop.
I'm not opposed to you helping. I need
Oh,
the
no, I know.
description of what you're doing.
I know. I'm gonna hold until he decides what he's doing here.
There it is. Racial traits. No, that's not my racial trait. Maybe it's a class feature.
Did I get rid of all of Scabby's head?
I know it. I think it's in my
The
notes.
fire golem deal?
I believe so. I believe it.
Also, like,
You gave it that, and it's basically squished it.
I have like proficiency in intimidation for the sheer fact that I am a half orc. That's gotta count in my favor.
Okay, so starting it. So I'll use my
Maybe you should have been the one to.
I'll use my necrotic shroud ability.
Okay.
Ooh.
Is there a range on that?
Creatures within 10 feet of me must succeed on a charisma saving throw. So DC plus 8 plus my proficiency bonus plus my charisma bonus. So 8 plus 4 plus my charisma.
All right, you're gonna have to get pretty close.
So
To,
7.
so I'll say you can get these 3
Okay.
if you get to like here or
Okay.
so. And yeah, I'll say the two of you kind of like flank out, and you kind of like growl and slam your spear as the intimidation. And the
Stop
way,
it.
And yeah, the
I'm just laughing at Nick, thinking persuasion is saying he's using death.
so you activate the necrotic shroud, and you both look, and you can actually feel like there's like a dark energy that comes off of that from this, and it's
Red.
from red. Sorry, I'm really doing horrible with the names tonight. From red, and it's there's a fearfulness that comes from this sense of him. It isn't affecting you, like you're not afraid of him, but you can feel that power as it's directed at other people.
Eric also arms himself, or pulls out a psychic dagger.
I will also say that the intimidation is at advantage, but
Is it an advantage? Okay.
but the
I'm helping.
I'm doing my part.
I rolled a 9 both times on those.
Aw.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
so the shroud. What does that do?
Creatures within 10 feet that can see me must succeed on a charisma saving throw or become frightened of me until the end of my next turn if we do initiate battle. Transformation lasts for 1 minute, or I end it as a bonus action. During it, once on each of my turns, I can deal extra necrotic damage to one target. And the necrotic damage equals my level if we do end up fighting. But I'm going to use my inspiration to try and roll the intimidation one more time. 16. That's better.
Okay. So.
But the save throw is a 15, so they have to roll 15 or higher. You know, those have ants in them. Those have ants in them. Did you not see that TikTok?
No.
Somebody opening up all these
So
Capri Suns. They're like full of like ants and shit.
Oh yeah.
you see the elder, like visibly for a moment looks. It's kind of taken aback from you, but then steadies itself and kind of opens its eyes again, facing you. The other two look to it and then like take quite a few steps back from you as this occurs. The rest of them kind of look at those two oddly, and I'll say they move in a little bit to take some position here, but they're uncertain why these other two suddenly backed off from you so much. The elder looks at you. And what is that?
Endelin's necklace.
Sort of looks around. And sorry, what was the intimidation?
It was a 16.
16. Okay.
Mine was 18, if that helps.
Okay. Yeah, because he was doing the lead on that. So,
Yeah.
16.
This was supposed to be persuasion, isn't it?
Sorry.
You use that or die.
Well, they didn't want me to pretend that Andolin was alive and to get them out of the castle. That would have been a better
Say
persuasion, in my opinion.
These
So.
4
I don't
Let
know
them
if we
go.
want them
She's
out of the
dead.
start to
Leave it.
back off.
But are they going to
Maybe-
go to the other castle and we're going to have to fight more people later?
That's going to take another day.
So 4 of them kind of start backing away, and they're kind of like at the darkling levels, like maybe they did kill her. Maybe we should just go. Maybe we should get out of here. And they're like backing away slowly from the rest of you. The elder. There's no way that she's gone. You know that she can't be killed permanently. Maybe they took the necklace. Maybe they won a battle with her, but she's going to be. So the sort of.
Then I'm going to yell, she died under a eclipse.
And the others sort of like look back and forth between each other. And this one starts to move back as well. So the elder now just has the 2 sort of flanking on either side of it, while the rest are slowly backing away. I don't believe that she's gone. And these 3 have made contracts with her.
If only your beliefs could undo the truth.
And the
That's a nice line. I'm keeping that.
the Sylvanester, the high elf, it's like, you can see with your own eyes that our shadows have returned. Even if Endolin were dispatched and to return, our shadows would still be separated from us. The fact that they have returned us means that her power is completely gone. You have lost. And the rest of so these 4 continue
And they're like, nope.
Being smart.
fucking off. No.
Fuck all the way off.
There isn't anything to win here. We're going to go. And they begin running.
Yay.
Just imagine. Fucking Red Bull, like, yeah.
The elder kind of looks around. The other 2 look uncertain, but the elder sort of like turns around. I can't betray. If she is alive, she will kill me. And the elder turns and actually rushes toward you, Red.
Okay.
Oh, you're dead either way then.
Can I throw my
So-
dagger?
So we're gonna go ahead and do initiative.
Let's go.
Yay!
Cathartic
Oh,
killing.
thank God for advantage on initiative rolls.
So
Okay.
Ow.
I'll go
Yes.
Are you sure?
I am gonna have to take out a number of these because
Oh, yeah.
You roll.
Oh,
6 total.
Oh, God. I got 14.
thank God my shield gives me advantage on initiative, or else I would have been going like probably last.
Anna, you were 14. Eric was 6.
Yeah.
Red.
19.
9. Jeez.
9.
9.
Nine.
All the 9s today.
Yeah, that's the number of the night.
All right. Let's say.
That's fine.
Take this one out.
Guiding bolt. Guiding bolt. Does
Whatever a
guiding bolt does.
Why are we spider pigging? I'm sorry.
No, it can't. It's a guidance bolt.
Look out.
Here comes
Comes a
the
guiding
guiding
bolt.
bolt. Thank you, Simpsons.
I think that's like the last Simpsons thing I ever watched too, was the movie.
Same.
Such a good one.
Everything after that is.
I mean, I think I maybe I watched like a Treehouse of Horror when they started getting on Disney
Isn't-
Plus.
I watch all the
Simpson tech-
Treehouse of Horror.
Aren't the Simpsons technically
Because they had
not
that
on
Game of
anymore?
Thrones one that I was like, okay, I gotta watch that.
The newest seasons, I think, feel truer to like,
The older.
yeah. But stuff right around the movie or right after the movie was garbage.
I mean, my favorite was always the one with the aliens, and it's like how to cook humans, how to cook 4 humans, how to cook 40 humans, how to cook 40 humans. The little cookbook.
It keeps
You're always blowing more dust off of it. Oh, that's so good.
Okay, so The Elder begins to move in attack. Actually, I'm going to take those others off the board here real quick. Just
The smart ones.
They have
Fucked
gotten
all the
the
way
fuck
up.
out of dodge. They are running.
Why are you
They
running?
actually are gone, as opposed to when we were fighting the birds.
They fall through the map.
They fall through, they're gone, right?
they just drown themselves out of sheer fear.
Yeah.
They had the happening.
Well, we've lost this one, boys.
Okay.
The
So as
happening.
the Elder moves, actually the one on the side has the first attack,
Okay.
first round. So it is going to head toward Eric.
Is it close enough to me where I get a
No, you gotten into like 10 feet, but not quite into 5. Because you wanted your and he's also like came forward from back. Okay, so it moves, it rushes on you, Eric.
Yep.
And it is going to make a dagger attack on you. 16. That's it.
Am I allowed to use a reaction?
Well, reaction how?
I have shield as a spell.
Oh, as a spell?
Mhm.
Yeah, you could use shield if you.
I'm gonna use shield.
Okay.
I've never used it yet.
So shield increases your AC by 5. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming that means that 16 does not hit you.
Correct.
Okay.
Actually, I would have beat it anyway, so I probably shouldn't have used it.
No,
but-
because meets it beats it.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah, no,
right.
if your
Would've beats
AC is 16, then it would have hit. So
Okay.
shield. So you ready yourself as the Starkling's coming, and you see it slip the dagger through your defenses, and as it comes close to you, you like focus in your head, and there is this wall of force that gets created temporarily in front of you, and the dagger bounces off from where it would have actually found purchase between your armaments.
Wiggle fingers.
Sweet.
And it looks up at you kind of confused at how you did that, because it presumed that you were just a fighter. So
I
But
give
that-
a good old
that
90s
is-
villain laugh.
that is its turn. Red, you are up.
All right, let's attack good old leader.
Okay. Are you moving forward or
I mean, yeah, I guess I'll move into spot
into melee? Okay.
to melee attack. I have to use my bonus action first for branding smite. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah, if you want. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do that. Okay, so we're doing those. Boom. So rolling for hit with my long sword. Nope. That is gonna be a 10.
No, 10 does not hit.
All right, second attack. Jesus H. Christ, 13.
13 does
Son
not
of a
hit.
bitch.
The branding smite does remain.
Yeah, it's gonna remain, but
so it's basically you unsheath your sword
yeah.
and put the branding smite onto it, but as you swung, so the Darkling started to head towards you and started to draw, and you tried to intercept it.
Yeah.
And not realizing it's a bit quicker than you expected,
Yeah.
so it very suddenly changes its mind and
Yeah.
backs off and dodges the 2 attacks from you.
Great.
But then that is its turn next. So now that it is dodged the 2 attack, it takes its 2. Yeah, it takes its 2 scimitars and it's going to do unleash 2 attacks on you. So first one, that is going to be pretty awful. It's a 13. Those
Nope.
are just nowhere close, I'm sure. Second one is way less. So
We're just whipping at each
Yeah.
other at this point.
so you put the branding spell on your sword, and it gives it enough warning that it's able to like back off, and it swings full on, boom, boom. Both of the scimitars clang onto you with no damage whatsoever. You're literally just standing there stoic, like you didn't even raise your shield. You just let him hit your armor, and it gives you this like poignant, oh shit. That is its turn.
Like, I don't know. Maybe you
It doesn't want to try and run away at this point.
You sure you don't?
I'm gonna get out of wild shape.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Call Lightning
Okay.
on to the fuck face McGee's near red, because it's got a 5-foot radius.
Okay, so you're going to drop it like between these two.
Yep.
You're going to hit the two. Okay.
Nice.
got
Is it storming out?
There is still lightning jumping between the clouds, and this amphitheater is open air. Yes.
Cool.
Could be.
Zach, you're on deck.
Toss, toss.
Toto too.
No,
Makes me so happy.
Okay, that's a 3rd level spell, which means I roll 4 dice. Cool. All the fucking dice, bitch. All right, and it's a
Now, also say that as all of this begins, the 3 actors kind of stumble backwards another 10 feet or so just to try to keep distance, but they're not leaving. They're just because they don't want to go the same direction that the other Darklings went. They don't want to be anywhere near them.
Sure.
But they don't want to be in the fight either. They are not.
We are actors.
They are not adventurers.
Stage fighting only.
So that's going to be hold on. Sorry, I'm gonna count again.
16 points of damage.
16. All right. So the elder does the 2 clang clang onto Zarenic and gives this like ocean face. Just so you hear the of this crash of lightning that strikes in between the 2 of them. Red, you are just outside of this.
Well, I was gonna ask: are his swords still touching my armor at this point?
Not because it like clanged
and
like,
then bounced off. Okay,
and then like just came off just enough,
Okay.
and you had that like oh shit moment. And yeah, it's actually so the lightning strikes between the 2, but you also see these like little arcs coming off that like actually get onto both of the swords that he's holding up. So you're getting zapped from the side, from above, and everything. I'm sorry, it was how much?
16 points of damage.
16. This Darkling turns to ash instantly.
Aww.
That's no fun.
The Elder Darkling still has a bit left in her,
You have the plastic on, dear.
but is definitely very rattled from that.
Good.
Is that your turn?
Yep.
Any movement?
I remember my first time.
It's like my 4th. I'm like, I taste it, but I don't think it's happening.
you gotta take the condom off.
Zaf, you're up.
We are going to cast a little guiding bolt at Mr. Leader there
Okay.
at 2nd level.
So you kind of slide to the side here just to get a decent angle on him.
Yeah, that's fair. $23 to hit.
Jesus.
Yeah, that hits.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Oh my god.
5.
Jesus
Oh my god, what did you cast that at?
Guiding bolt at 2nd level.
2nd level.
Except
Jeez.
it's 5d6.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Guiding bolt is broken.
It is.
Okay,
Math's a
10, 17, 18 points of damage, and next attack roll made against him is at advantage if he's not already dead.
Okay. So 18 points. Interesting.
Is he like
I don't
one
like
health?
that.
It's like one health.
He's
Yeah. So there was this like crackle of lightning hits between the 2. The other one gets turned to ash, instant rattle from that, and this other bolt of similar but not the same kind of lightning strikes through, and actually you could see the two like intermingle across this
Sick.
this darkling, and just like barely breathe, like blood vessels have burst all over the
Whoa.
It is charred all across part of its face. Like,
He fucked around.
did not realize the fight it was getting into here.
Yeah, that's radiant damage.
Yeah.
Ow.
Radiant.
But that is its turn. This other darkling.
Uncle. Make sure to go.
Let's see here. So
There you go.
that was that one. So it's gone. So let me,
You okay there?
yeah, let me take
So
this guy.
confused on what just happened.
Baby.
And,
First time in a while you were gonna cough.
yeah, Eric, that is your turn.
Okay.
Water.
You're gonna feel real good in 45 minutes.
So the darkling ran up to you, tried to stab you, was surprised when it bounced off, and then there was this, like behind it, and it like slightly turns around to see one of them gone, the other one completely.
As he's doing that, I grab him by the shoulder and I pull him in and I say, "Do you know what happens to a darkling when it's struck by lightning?"
Same thing that happens to everything
I
else.
cast Shocking Grasp.
Ah, no heal for you.
Oh!
I'll take it.
Ended on a 16?
If you can read it, if it's stable, it's
All right.
I'll say it plays.
16 plus whatever
Let's
your
respect the cock.
attack.
That'll be
Honor the cock.
Honor the cock.
So that'll be 2d8.
16, you were already above its AC.
You okay?
Other...
This was not designed. Like even if all
Literally
of them
off the
stayed, this was
closing.
not designed to be a difficult fight.
Coughing
It
like
just-
nuts. It's been a month and a half.
I was kind of hoping to plow some more down. I'm also nervous that they're going to be in a
Crazy.
later fight. That's 4. 4 lightning damage, yeah.
So I mean,
They're shocking.
I'll actually say I'll leave it up to the group here if you would like to draw this out a little bit, because they would not have gotten away by this point. The rest of them probably would be about 30 more feet or so away, but they're running. So if you wanted to like,
Well, I know Anna
try
wants to kill him.
try to attack them as they're going.
I don't
we
feel
can
good
add,
about
we can add that in
killing,
as well.
retreating people.
My only thing is, are they retreating to the Mother Hag? Are we just going to have to fight these same guys, but with more people late as a more difficult challenge?
Insight check. What are your plans?
Well, actually, are we able to perceive if they seem like they're... I mean, can't you kind of tell when they're like, oh, fuck all this shit, we're totally out going home, versus like, oh, we need to go tell so-and-so kind of energy, or like... Do you know what I mean?
I don't know if they know if the
If they're...
head hag even exists.
Yeah, I will say.
There's another hag we gotta fight.
So you've done your
Big bad.
your action with the shocking grasp, right?
Yeah.
I will say
That
if
bitch
you
was the
want
big
if you
bad.
want to use your bonus action on
Big bad,
insight,
but not
Okay.
you can roll that and you can discern sort of what they're.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Heyo.
Hey, 22.
Yeah. So you definitely
Well-
get this.
Sorry. 18 if it's insight.
It's still plenty.
Okay.
You definitely agree. These are underlings of underlings. They don't know enough. Like they're basically just, holy shit, something really big happened here, and this is way past my pay grade.
Okay. Then I'm not worried about that.
So that's their thing. It's like we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
So back to the Darkling in front of you. It will attempt to attack again.
Oh, he's
That
still
is-
gonna be like, fuck this, I'll go swinging.
That is a 16. I think your shield would be down by this point because it's with reaction. I think shield goes until the start
Of your next
of your
turn.
next turn. So yeah, so I think your shield would be down at this point. So 16 would hit. Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Debating if I use shield again, but I'm afraid of using up all mine.
So it is
Spells.
able to work past the.
Oh, wait. That's not the attack.
So make sure. Okay. Oh,
Oh, it's a 1.
You know what?
should
Fine.
keep- you should
I will.
keep
I
that.
will take the 1.
Honor the cock.
So,
Honor the cock.
so 4 points of piercing damage, and then
Oh.
7 points of necrotic damage as you sense there was a poison on this dagger that works its way into your system.
Oh, shit.
So, but that is its turn. So, Red, you're up.
All right, let's try this attack again. Thank you. 27.
Jesus.
So, how would you like to do this? Because
Hey.
you got the branding smite and everything coming on this. So it's gonna be
so it's gonna get the normal. What is it? 1d8 damage. So it's gonna take 5, 10, 16. Plus, it also gets my level of damage from the necrotic shroud.
Oh, God.
So it takes 16, 25 damage technically. And I think what I want to do is I want to just shove my sword right in him and then lift him up and just be like,
Oh, badass.
"You should have ran," and then just off my sword.
So what I'll say here, I'm actually gonna stand with this. So
Oh, DM's on his
So-
feet? What the fuck?
you do these like crashes of lightning and the guiding bolt and all hit, and you come forward and you actually like just grip a hold of it, shove the sword in, and begin to, and like as you start to lift, the wings actually like curl down and grasp as well.
Oh.
These like skeletal wings and the sword all like lifted up overhead.
And then you just see my red
And-
eyes.
Yeah. And it slides down the sword as you're saying you should have ran, and it slides down and actually like cuts through, and the wings actually like pull it
Oh,
That
sick!
is anime
and-
shit.
and scatter it to the ground.
Jesus Christ.
Cool.
I have a D&D boner from that description.
Right? God damn.
I would like to electrocute that last piece of shit
Okay.
with a call lightning again.
I still have another attack.
Oh,
Yeah, I actually, yeah. Sorry,
Never mind.
You got a second attack there. So yeah,
Easy, murder.
that dark wing is
McGee.
going. And, you
Alright.
have your movement and
Yep,
everything.
move up to stab the other dude. Well, I rolled a 1, so I'm not.
Wait, was that a 20? That looked like a 12.
No, it was no. This is a D20.
Oh.
It's just a very small one,
Okay.
but I rolled a 1.
Aw.
Yeah.
Actually, I will say roll again because you could get into flanking with it. So I'll give you advantage.
Okay, I'm not gonna roll
Yay.
the 1 dice.
On that second attack.
I rolled a 2.
the guys really want me to have
Yeah,
last
man. The dice are like,
Okay.
I already got my
really fucking cool moment, and then it's just like,
I should have just ended my turn. You're like, you can go ahead.
That was
So-
fucking sick though.
quit while you're ahead.
Hannah. Hold on 1 second. I
just wanted to roll.
Hold on. That can be the roll if you want to do this. But I do want to ask you first. Do you still want to use your call lightning? Because both of your compatriots are within 5 feet of that.
I can try and
Does
get
she ever care?
edge a little bit.
It's flank. You're gonna at least hit one of them.
That's
Well,
fine. She doesn't care about me.
you were giving me shit earlier, so yeah, I'm gonna
saying,
hit them
like-
both.
She's coming
I
straight down
told
on it.
you,
and
I'm
gonna
like,
get
she
both.
doesn't care. Like, the only one she would maybe try to miss is me. Maybe.
Yeah.
He gave me backsass in the morning, and you threw a twig on me. So
You
that's
threw it.
I didn't throw a twig. I dropped it on you to wake you up. I wasn't like, wake up, bitch. It was like a gentle like a hello.
My name is
Okay.
Elder Price.
both of you need to make a dex saving throw, and so does that asshole.
Okay.
Okay. We get +3 on saving throws, by the way,
Thank you.
because of my shit.
Shroud.
No, not my shroud. My other thing. My whatever it is.
21.
You're good.
14, 20.
You're good.
14.
You don't make it.
Okay.
So it's gonna be 13 damage to you, both 26 to that asshole.
Okay. And that is way more of it. So there is this crack. So
Snap, crack, pop.
red you rush over and like try to take a swing just as you're hearing this like crack, crack, pop, and you're like, oh shit. This is actually why you missed the attack, because like as you're starting the swing, there is a cascade of lightning that comes down right between the two of you that ends up spilling over slightly. You both like dodge back as best you can, but you still take the 13 points of damage. But as you dodge back, this thing's just vaporized in front of you. And the rest of them are out the back door. And
Yeah.
like you actually hear some like screaming in the distance and them running away. So take a look around. Doesn't seem to be any remnants, any other creatures here. Obviously we're now out of combat.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go up to Eric and cast Cure Wounds.
I'm gonna walk up to the elven lady and be like, "Milady."
Did you really just tip the fedora?
So
You and your compatriots are free to go, it
Oh
seems.
my god, Mr. Fedora over here.
I just said that.
Yeah.
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 I didn't do this. I just nodded my head. Maybe I took my helmet off.
Wow.
What does the D8 look like? I forget.
It's the
It's the diamond.
the butts.
The butts.
Yeah, they touch
Butts.
It's
butts.
this one.
Okay.
The D4 is touching butts.
thank you. We've been here for so long. It's
11 points of healing.
wondrous to think that we may actually be able to leave finally.
Might I ask, what deal did you make with Endelin?
Well,
For funsies, can I use my Call Lightning and cast on the runaways?
I will say make.
I'm bored.
How far
Yeah.
away are they?
It's 120 feet. I
It
can
is
cast
120 feet. Yeah, so you did the cure. Yeah, no, you'd still have it. Yeah, I would say you're able to run to this sort of like side door where they're all so you can actually see them in the distance, and you're just gonna like pick them off.
Yep.
So, Anna like kind of nonchalantly walks down, just sort of like brushes you for was the cure wounds that you get, brushes you for the cure wounds, and then just like keeps walking as Red begins conversing with the actor. She walks past all the actors, and they're all kind of like okay, and walks right over to the door and just sort of like looks out and just raises her hand and just goes "Ka-ding!" and like screaming and everything in the distance.
So thank you, milady. In the background.
So as that's happening,
I regret nothing.
as that's happening, the dwarf that's also the actor over here kind of turns in your direction. Is like, Jesus. Okay, well, I guess we won't have to worry about them anymore.
Nope.
My name is Alanis.
Morrison.
Got it.
And isn't the elf Sylvan Esto super close to Sylvan Esso?
Sylvan Esti is the what she is. So-
Coffee.
I hail from a world called Kreen. Our dynasty was being overrun, and we made a deal with Endelin in order to obtain the power to push our foes back. But as a penance, I had to stay here and perform for her for 3 years. I thought it a small task, but during the time, I've come to learn that time passes differently between the Feywild and other realms, and I have no idea how long time has passed on my own realm at this point. I just want to get home.
Seems like a lot of people are wanting to make deals with these witches for their help in freeing their land. You are not the first we've met.
So there's also a goblin here. Hi, I'm Random. I just want to. Yeah. Basically, yeah. I've just always wanted to look better, and she told me that she could help my appearance. I didn't realize what the deal would be. Goblins are not the smartest creatures. The mountain dwarf. steps forward. I'm Helgar. And this is actually a non-binary dwarf from who also introduces himself as being from Orth.
Oh.
And at this, Elkhorn comes up, and Helgar actually recognizes him. It's like, I didn't realize you were here as well. It's great to see you. Who are your compatriots? And Elkhorn explains some of what's happened to this dwarf. Relays the what they've been doing here and everything, and then also explains there is a place that the three of you should be able to return to your realms. Just past the mountains. Are you aware of a lake that's in crater lake that's in top of one of the mountains and beacons lit?
Yes.
We've seen from a distance. I've only ever seen a few lit at a time until maybe a day or so ago. All of a sudden, I saw all of them light up a couple times. If you turn there, it will take some time. But if you return there and light the beacons, then the waters will be able to return you to your own worlds. Oh, well, that is quite a relief. So, the actors are sort of continue to converse briefly with Elkhart, but you can see they're ready to go. They're kind of packing their stuff and going to be heading toward the beacons here in fairly short order. So, anything you all would like to ask or?
I don't really think I.
During your employment here, did you ever hear Endelyn speak of any deity or power that she was subject to?
I don't believe there was any power that she was subject to. The goblin and the goblin and the dwarf both kind of shake their heads like, no, she's always been very powerful. She seemed to have become into much more power as of late. She was always terrifying, but this latest version of hers just...
That was partially our fault. After we killed her sister, she gained their power.
I see. That does make some sense. Because they were in a coven together, their powers would have returned to her. It was a terrifying bit of time to be here, but it seems to have paid off and been worth it. Lannis actually does step forward. There was one time when one of her sisters was visiting. I swear I heard them mention Mother, but I didn't glean anything beyond that. I've never seen anyone other than the three hags of the Hourglass Coven. They did seem to relate to a mother figure of some sort.
RuPaul song.
So I'm just imagining Anna doing that dance as she's like
Just voguing in the background.
The goblin looks over at Skyla and looks very sort of content. He's like, I'm just glad that you got rid of Charme. She was awful to the rest of us goblins. Just treated us terribly.
We're sorry for your misfortune.
I didn't get what I seeked, but perhaps there's a lesson in that as well.
Eric walks over and sees if there's anything of value on her.
Oh, on Skyla?
Yeah.
So you did sort of like go through the bodies and everything. So
Okay.
in the chat, I put the main thing that she had was an eldritch staff.
Is there anything maybe of less consequential value that I could pick off of her in this moment, like a hat or a scarf or ring.
Let's see. Let me take a look at her.
He can't pet you. He's allergic to you.
Or even if it's a button off of
Sweet.
A button.
her boss.
A boss. A boss. Alphonse. What? That really sounded like he said no.
Hi.
He's just a baby.
He is just a
There she is. Okay, so I wanted to get her. She does have a necklace that has like a red charm in it. Let me pull this up. So
Cool.
it's just, I would say she wasn't wearing the helm at the time, but she would have the necklace with the red charm, and she would have had the dagger as well.
pretty
Okay.
sick helmet.
It's like a mammoth.
I grab the charm, and you know, if the dagger's there, I'm grabbing the dagger.
Yeah, it's just a normal dagger, but yeah.
Great. Okay. I walk up to the goblin
Mhm.
and I hand them out, and I say, "Take these as a reminder that those that are wicked are short for this world, and for the times that are awful, they are but temporary."
The goblin takes them. I really appreciate it. You've freed us all, and I have no words. I have nothing with me to offer in return. But if you do ever, make sure I'm getting the right thing here. If you do ever come across the world of Eberron,
Eberron?
yeah.
I somberly give them each a small parcel that is filled with nuts.
You've actually portioned them out now.
Actually, the nuts. I'm curious for a second. Was that something that you picked up at the Witchlight Carnival?
It was.
Okay. It's interesting. The rest of you kind of notice, actually, at the same time as this, Eric keeps giving away nuts and seems to never run out of them.
Well, he bought like an enormous tray of them,
Mhm.
so it tracks.
But you realize the bag that they had put it in seems to be refilling.
Oh, like it's way more nuts than what that tray probably had.
Magic nuts.
It seems like they gave, like, for what he purchased, they decided rather than like just getting all of their nuts and like putting them, they actually imbued an item to just replenish the nuts inside the bag.
I do believe it was like a single person who was walking around. I don't wonder if this was their source in order to fill other bags of nuts on the go, because they did not seem to have a station of any kind or wagon.
Yeah.
I do remember that detail. It was something in a hurry where I didn't know currency and spent way too much on,
it was a
on
lot.
nuts.
So and this person was like, I have to do something, and yeah, you're only sort of realizing they gave you an actual like magical item that replenishes with nuts.
Never-ending nut bag.
Never-ending nut bag.
Well, at least we'll never go hungry.
It's kind of like the sack that you got that does like a potato a day.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it's basically what it does.
You have a sock that gains a potato a day.
Sack.
Yeah, there's a sack of, I forget who we got that from. That was Scabatha or
I don't think I have that,
sometime
though.
after that. There was at some point this like sack that.
Because I've got like my noteworthy stuff in here, and I don't
Actually, I
have
want to
that.
say Anna. Did Anna take the sack that makes a potato every day?
Maybe it was Aoife.
I don't think I did.
Okay.
I feel like that's an Aoife
Maybe
thing.
maybe Ophina?
Anna murdered some goblins and found an 8-inch long glass ant figurine, a potato in a rucksack that magically appears each day at dawn, and a glossy mushroom.
Yep.
Thank you, Rick Kaplan.
So you have a lot of potatoes at this point.
Oh.
Yeah, one potato a day.
Her bag is like steadily growing a little heavier every
She starts to become encumbered, just not realizing it. It's like, why is it
That's
hard
why
to walk
she's so
all of a sudden?
pissy all the time.
Like she's fine, and then all of a sudden it becomes dawn, and she's like, "Well, now I can't move."
I'll put that in my shit.
It's so funny. Well, nuts and potatoes.
So,
Okay, they can have it. I don't want it.
yeah, so they who can have it.
He's giving them shit, isn't he?
Oh, I just
He's
gave the
the-
goblin Skyless stuff as like a way to reclaim
Yeah.
their awful time here.
So
And nuts.
you're
And I
getting,
gave them
you're
all
getting the
nuts.
sack that
That's
makes the
everything.
potato.
Yes, for your troubles.
Which one are you giving it to? There's the goblin, the non-binary mountain dwarf, and the
dwarf.
Simonesti. Okay.
Short king from to another.
So he reaches in and pulls out one of the potatoes. Not real, like, have you explained what this does?
No.
Okay. So like, we'll never say no to potatoes, and puts it back in. Slings it over her
Pleasant
shoulder.
surprise.
Like
slings it over-
potato.
Will there be homosexuals at this prom?
Doesn't
Says-
matter because I'm non-binary.
Says the non-binary mountain dwarf.
Oh my god.
That's
Oh,
maybe
man.
one of my favorite lines ever.
Yeah, that was great. Oh gosh. So yeah, so the three of them are very, very thankful. We're going to go ahead and take the leave unless there's anything else to.
I offer myself
What?
to the elven lady.
What?
Like you're
Like if she wants to get down.
No wonder you're falling.
Oh my god. Well, I mean, people who have a close brush with death.
She's been in servitude for God knows how long.
yeah.
She probably needs
so,
a good time.
Oh my god.
So you kind of.
Roll persuasion.
Oh gosh.
I don't know. What should I roll something?
Roll for Riz.
It's charisma.
It is. Oh my gosh. What would this be?
Poor Sam and Brent are gonna watch this.
We missed that
They're
one.
like, what did we do?
Oh my god.
How could this happen to me?
Made my mistake.
So are you trying to be suave, or are you just sort of presenting the option?
Hey, you.
Maybe a half and half situation. Like I don't know. Probably because I'm pretty sure my character has also not been active in a while. So he.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, you thought persuasion meant death.
no, I didn't.
Basically, this is this a charisma check or is it a persuasion?
I don't want to persuade her into anything. If anything, I want to use charisma for it.
Okay.
Because I feel like persuasion would be deceitful, almost. You know, it's kind of like making somebody possibly do something they don't want to do.
Coercion.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I don't want to coerce her into anything.
Okay.
So,
So you kind of swing over to the side. Yeah. So do a charisma check. I'll say.
okay. Oh God, that's a 5.
Yeah, he had no game.
No charisma there.
You should have had your wingman.
I know, right? That's what I needed.
Sir, I am a high elf born of the nobility of my world. I thought you were a noble of your own, but I can see that those wings are not just circumstantial to your character.
Wow.
In an area such as this, what do you take me for?
I feel like you need cure wounds for that.
She's done. She kind of stomps off from you.
It's just
okay.
At that.
And I'm just like, oh.
Yikes. Well, that was.
It's your fault for making a hot model.
It's your fault.
So it's your fault?
Yeah.
Oh my!
It's not.
That
It's
was-
true. Wait a minute.
That was not
Expecting that.
my expectation.
Haha!
So
How I wish I could do the cricket noise.
Can you wild shape into a cricket?
I think I'll do that just for to be petty. Wild shape into a cricket.
And then do like Tiger's like
Shoot.
Shut up, Anna.
So as she
I'll
begins,
walk over to stomp on her.
so as she begins like stomping off away, the other two realize that she's leaving. It's like, wait, my lady, and they go sort of charging after her, sort of like, thank you all very much for all that you have done here, and they're kind of chasing after her. And she begins heading off towards
the theoretical
Crater Lake.
Offer.
Wow. And with that, I think we'll take a break.
You're welcome.
So completely out of left.
The scene ends with everybody just staring at Red like the Nani, the fuck?
No bitches.
Oh,
Everyone deals with mourning in their own way.
Yeah, those who've had a close brush with death.
to be fair,
Yeah,
you know.
that's kind of how you want to live. To be fair.
Oh god, that was fucking
That was,
hilarious.
yeah, that was really funny.
I need barbecue chips.
I need
So that was barbecue on my titties.
it's hitting me.
Barbecue on potatoes.
Because I ripped my pants.
You ripped your pants?
No, it's
barbecue
from
sauce
SpongeBob.
on my-
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
How dare you not know immediately what I was talking about?
Well,
Here.
I'm not a SpongeBob fan, so there you go.
Are you gonna do the SpongeBob musical? Okay, fine.
Who's doing it?
Dimyat in the summer.
Wait, Howard Des Moines Young? Youth? So, you mean then?
I was really hoping they would do that with Mary Poppins, but it's juniors, so they're legally required, contractually required to only cast children.
Sydney and I discovered a bunch of new Pringles flavors. Our favorite is a elote.
I fucking love it.
Super good.
I don't know what that is. It's Mexican street corn. Yeah, never had it. It's so fucking
The
good.
corn flavor on the actual chip is also very tasty. Philly cheesesteak is fairly mild in flavor. Then all dressed, which is supposed to be, I think, onion, vinegar, and potentially even barbecue. I think it tastes like voodoo chips. Have you ever had voodoo?
I thought you said
Oh, no, wait,
chips.
What? Yeah, actually, I have. I forget. Yeah, they're in a sandwich shop in San Diego. I can't remember which shop. Yeah, I've had new chips.
Yep. Then, one more. Oh, chili chips.
I got too many chips.
Too many chips.
I was like, I'm gonna have more mac and cheese. I'm like, no, I'm having more chips.
That probably was.
It was
Super
good.
though.
No one wrong yet. Alright. It was really good.
We were
Really
all over the place this session.
Yeah! Morning and then murder hoboing and then hey, you wanna bang?
I did not come into this session thinking I was going to be angsty.
You want some fuck?
I'm gonna get that big stick, just
Love sticks.
stick.
Smack. Small smack.
Remember the first time watching it, I didn't think it might be funny, and then I got a little older, I'm like,
So what Red actually did was he did the same thing that Ron does in Harry Potter with Ron. It's like, hey, Hermione, you're a pro. I want to know go boldly. You're a pro.
I love you guys. You're hilarious. How are you feeling, Betty?
I mean, I feel the depths of it. My brain is still there.
It's not like funny. It's the what's the term?
Funny, but not funny. Ha ha.
Funny laugh in your face and funny pathetic. There you go.
Oh,
I don't know.
Alphonse, you're so cute. Why are you so cute?
Well, I got these things.
All right. Yep. Weather changes always make my husband kind of crazy. Yeah. Like a 20-degree drop in temperatures.
Yeah,
overnight.
holy shit, that is
Yeah.
true. It was like
It's amazing.
super humid and hot, and then today was gray and cold and rainy.
So good. I loved it.
Does anyone else want the lavender vape?
Lavender. It's tasty.
Try this.
I hate these bags.
The bags hate you.
It's a bitch to open.
I'm a bitch.
I just like the floral with the earthiness of it. Mm-hmm.
That's definitely the best of the vapes that we got, but they're all decent.
No.
But
Ooh, that is pleasant.
Right?
What is it?
Lavender.
Lavender vape.
Is it supposed to do something?
Gets
Mellow
you,
you?
gets you toasty.
The things that vapes do.
You know, the vapey thing. Vapes and the.
I will say
Vapory.
I envy Bryn and Sam that they're up in Minnesota.
Oh my god, I know.
What's that?
It's legal.
Weed is the legals there.
It is recreational there?
Thanks, Tom Walls.
Thank you, Tim Walsh.
Thanks to our new
Is it
VP
Elect.
candidate for Kamala.
Oh,
yeah,
I guess.
not elect, but candidate.
He's done a lot of great things up there.
Hmm?
20-week paternity leave.
Wait, maternity and paternity? That's great.
He
Just
has
when
put
men
in
need more
protections
rights.
for LGBT youth.
Hell yeah.
He, what was the other shit? Reproductive rights and abortion is
Free school lunches. I'm
free
pretty
school
sure.
lunches and breakfast for kids. Abortion access is required in the state, so they
Love
can't
it.
get rid of it. God, what else has he done? He also made it easier for people who are suffering from medical debt.
Punch me in the face once.
It was awesome.
Yeah, he's done a fuck ton. Like, I think that's why the whole internet was like crying for joy when it was said that he got picked, because there's very little blemish on his record. I mean, you could argue about how he handled the George Floyd situation, but that's because the mayor fucking shat the bed in response to everything that was happening. And Tim Walz is like, I'm calling in the National Guard and putting an end to this right now because it's getting out of hand, because white supremacists are destroying buildings and trying to make the protests look worse than it actually is. And the police are getting too violent, so they called the National Guard to put a stop to both of those bad people.
Apparently, he speaks some Mandarin.
Mm-hmm. Him and his daughter are fucking hilarious. He has 2 cats and a dog.
I like dogs and cats. I have 3.
Can I pet that dog?
As I was telling Damien, there was a thing where he showed the text message between him and his wife said, Scout, their black dog, got himself locked into their bedroom somehow. And there was no key to that bedroom, so they had to call like the fire department or whatever and get a ladder to the window into their bedroom, break in, and then let the dog out.
That's incredible.
He's also a Swiftie, so that's gonna be good for him, I guess.
No, they had their children through IVF.
Mm-hmm.
Swifty is for Kamala.
We get Mamala and Midwestern Dad. The amount of good comments, like, Tim Walz is the kind of guy who will leave the door open for you to say goodbye, even though they're still standing in the parking lot talking.
Yeah. So, as we return
Oh boy.
Everyone is still staring at Red.
to the awkwardness of the room, you all do look around and you realize that when you were here last time, there were many goblins that were actually working many of the apparatuses within the area. So there was goblins on the lights, some goblins on like stage curtains and everything. They have all long since fucked off. So that there's
Bye.
after the Darklings were dispatched here, there do not seem to be any more people within the amphitheater area. Let's see. You did notice the shadows have returned to the actors. So you investigate around the stage is hewn from solid rock, patches of moss are lich and growing here and there. You look off the sort of back side. There is actually a 10,000 foot drop.
Jeez,
from-
10,000?
Yeah, you're up at the very, very top of the mountain, and it is a sheer cliff
Jesus
off of the when you come to the back of all of this here. Two
That's a
wooden
long
cranes
drop.
extend off the rear of the stage and are used to hoist large props from the workshop that was below that you had gone to earlier onto the stage. But the goblin operators of the cranes are also gone. Looking around through the lighting, you do discover where is it?
A portal
Yeah,
straight to Zybilna.
So, mounted like around the stage and the rig where the lighting and everything is, are a dozen or so shuttered cylinders. Each one has a continual flame spell cast inside it. And these can actually be taken. The flames are various different colors, and they were used for like stage lighting. But they give off no heat. They can be stored in the portable hole or wherever you would like. But they are basically permanent light sources.
Okay. I'll gather those and stick them in my hole.
This is how it's going to be.
This is the
Gentlemen.
evening. This is the evening that is.
Great.
The minute he posted it in the chat, I was like, this is how it's going to be.
Well,
It's gonna happen.
happen
For a while.
sometime. Maybe this time.
Actually, I do want. Let me go back. real quick.
There will be a point where it gets too tiresome, and then you'll stop, and then we'll become comfortable, and then we won't know it until it happens, and then all of a
Lure
sudden,
you into
boom.
that false sense of security.
Yep.
So we didn't decide on some of the things in the chat, so we'll do it real quick now.
Yeah.
After the battle from last time, the staff of bird calls. Did anyone specifically want to hold on to that, or do you want to put that into the portable hole?
I take nothing.
Put the staff in the hole.
I think you'd initially you still have the locket. That
Yes, I still have the
corresponds,
locket. Yes,
so
but
you did
that's-
take that.
I like him holding the bird staff, and I kind of look to everyone and I go, this kind of looks Yofina-y to me, and I put it in the hole. If nobody else wants it, I'll offer it to Yofina.
And I'll say she did take the Eldritch staff that was
that is true.
Skyla's, so because it doesn't really make sense for anyone else to have that. So
Yeah.
we'll make sure that she gets that onto her character sheet.
Yep.
Does it help with her Eldritch Blast?
The Pipes of Haunting. I don't think anyone else has performance in the group,
Nope.
but
I have
Eric-
+3 to performance. I don't have a performance proficiency.
yeah, you have to be trained in an instrument to be able to play it.
Nope. I do not.
I only was able to play it
You
once.
could just do the
Yeah, because
bonus
you had a
thing
nat
free thing
20. I
do
was
for
like,
performance.
somehow magically you.
You're divine into it.
So, could these be used as just a whistle by somebody who's not proficient in them?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be
You
musical.
could make noise out of them. You would not be able to play them for anything, but yeah, I would say you'd be able to make noise out of them. But they would not have their effect.
Sounds like a 6-year-old
So if the
playing.
bird's calling, they'll shit on you.
Those are the pipes.
Sounds like a 6-year-old playing a recorder.
Into the hole they go.
So there were
Into the
also
hole they go.
three-fourth metal rods that I think are worth 250 gold pieces. Each. I'll say.
Rich.
Also, do you want me to be adding these, or will you add them at a later time
To the hole.
to the hole? To my hole.
Yeah, if you would like to go ahead and add them, you can.
Okay.
So,
Preparation H does feel good.
What
On the whole.
Druid, sorcerer,
Just pipes
warlock,
of
wizard.
haunting.
Anna and Zav.
Yes.
Roll Arcana check for me, please.
That's
How come I don't get to roll Arcana?
Because fuck
Because
you,
this is
that's
not a
why.
spell your character can.
Because fuck your lights.
11.
Oh, the lights.
14.
14. Anna, you are not sure what these forks are. Zav,
That's a dingle hopper.
yeah, you think these might be tied into how they were doing plane shift. So when Skabatha tried to escape before, she had pulled one of these out and was using it as a part of the spell that she was casting.
Yeah.
But that's about as much. You know it's tied into it, but you don't know how it plays into it or not. Arguably, if somebody wanted to, you could do an identification on it to get more information. But 3 forked metal rods. There was a wand of prestidigitation, which I think Eric said he wanted.
Yeah.
So you take that. The amulet Red had. Or sorry, not the amulet. The locket Red had. The amulet, which was the protection of detection spell. Everyone does have one of those. So this is just an extra, which I would say probably goes into the hole for the moment. You'd already made the discernment about the piece of flesh that a very powerful wizard might be able to do something with. The goggles of night, Anna requested to take. I didn't see any objections, so I'll say that she's got those. And unfortunately, there wasn't a final conversation with Bryn about the cloak. So I'm going to say she said she took it, and she took it.
Okay.
At this point. So that one's gone.
Darn it, Eva.
So, okay, back into the amphitheater. Let me
The theater of amps.
check through these. Yeah, Skylar's body is still there on the floor. I don't suppose any of you have Speak with Dead.
Nope.
That's a big old
Seriously doubt it.
goose egg.
No.
Where's my known spells? Nope.
Aren't you a cleric?
Yeah.
Don't clerics have speak with them?
Not normally.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's a spell they can.
I could learn it, but it's not really, especially a life clerik. That's not really gonna.
Oh.
It's not something he has prepared. So it's something you could take, but it would be one of the things that you'd have to switch in for something else.
Wait, is it in my known?
Probably.
Oh, it is in my known.
So
I'm wrong.
I will say, because like you killed Skyla, and then you knew that it would take a long time to go to Crater Lake and return, and you knew you'd have a rest in between. So if you did want to have switched something out for it,
Yeah, but is
if there are any questions you want to try to ask her,
I don't have any questions.
at the same time, also be aware, Speak with Dead, they do recognize people. So unless you can disguise disguising yourself somehow.
Yeah, I don't have anything that pressing to go to all that effort about.
Yeah, no.
Unless we were going to be searching the building to see if there's any booby traps or anything like that we need to be aware of if we want to loot the place where it's all the best stuff. She would know. She worked here, wouldn't she?
Maybe.
She's also a member of the League. She also was present when the fight actually
She's
occurred.
a member of the Evil League of Evil.
She would know potentially things about other people. She would potentially know what the thing was that they were trying to deal with Zybilna about. This is potential lore dump, so I'll leave it up to you. We can let it go. But
I do have a jar of magical face paint, should you want to ask any questions.
I could try shocking her back to life.
Think she's past that.
I don't know magic.
Yes, you do.
No, he's like a witcher, you know.
Back out. Let's get a broader view of things.
I'll cast it if someone wants to ask the questions or has them.
I thought the person who cast it
You would have to ask the question.
Then someone would tell me their questions, whatever.
So, but yeah, it basically it won't pay attention to anyone but you, so people can talk to you and you can figure out what to ask as you're going. But
You basically want to know what the deal was, right?
Where's the rest of the league?
so Anna, you are using your
magical face paint.
So
Yeah. Just
Where's the rest of the
I'm
league?
gonna
Does
say
she know
bend
anything
down.
about the big bad evil hag?
what are you making Zav look like?
I'm gonna make him look like a red-headed human with freckles.
Okay. Ed Sheeran. Got it.
He's playing
I
with
always
the
play with the
tube.
tube. Thanks, I hate it. Okay, so
It's not your best look.
The corpse regards you
lifelessly.
Yes.
That's such
This
a
is not something that Zav has really much done before. It's the idea of playing on the side of things I think probably makes you a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So
It's for the greater good. but I
realizing the
don't
greater
like
good
it.
here, you put yourself, you prepared the spell and you put yourself through it. But as you're drawing the runes in the air and enchanting the spell, the rest of you can see there is a discerning discomfort from Zav about this.
Correct. Right.
So you finish the circle on the final rune, and power ebbs through the body. It begins to float into the air. And the head tilts forward, regards you, and just waiting.
Lifelessly. Right. Give me the questions.
5 questions.
Where is the rest of the league?
Where's the rest of the league? Yes.
Of. You have to be specific.
Where's the rest of the league of Malevolence?
Malevolence.
Malevolence.
Confirm with Elkhorn that's correct, please.
Elkhorn? Is that the correct
Okay,
name?
that is the name.
Okay.
Where is the rest of the League of Malevolence?
I left the League at the palace with Zybilna.
What do you know about the Mother Hag?
I was literally about to say, like, what do you know about the mother?
Sure. What do you know about the Mother Hag?
What do you know about the Mother Hag? Phrasing of that.
Don't you be a little tricky genie here.
You gotta be specific though when you ask these questions.
You all said the question the exact same way, so I'm just
I think the question is fine, but we'll see what he thinks.
It's pronounced.
You'll probably be like, there is no Mother Hag.
The mother of all hags.
Ah.
Also gave essence to the hags of the Hourglass Coven. What would Skylar know? She is also the adoptive mother of Zybilna.
Fucking knew it. Fucking knew Zybilna was probably not.
She said adopted mother.
Mm-hmm.
But still.
This could be like Cinderella.
She
Or that
has
story is my favorite.
many different names.
Oh, great.
And yeah, because it wasn't specific, she's going to stop
Okay.
there. She's not going to.
Do we ask if she knows how to unfreeze everyone from at the palace?
Rephrase that, please.
Do we want to ask her some form of
Don't we know how to? Cauldron and unicorn horn?
Okay.
Should we ask what her
So-
name
so-
is or her weakness?
So, the Cauldron and Unicorn Horn were used to freeze
To
everyone.
freeze them.
You do know that, because you've done it, to unfreeze someone, you can use the Unicorn Horn and speak their true name.
Name. Yeah.
Okay.
That's as much as you know.
That's as much as we know. Do we ask more about the big bad evil mother of all hags then?
Should we ask? Yeah. Well,
Anna, do you have?
she said the Mother of Hags had a bunch of names. Should we ask what those names are? If she has a weakness, we
I would
usually
say,
do
what
better.
is the weakness of the mother hag?
What is the weakness of the mother of all hags?
I do not know of any weakness
Of
of the
course.
Mother of all hags.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
So we got two more.
Maybe something about this building if we're going to loot it. Are there any traps we should be aware about?
Is there anything worth value in Endolin's castle and any traps that might hinder us?
That's two questions.
Is that two? I'm trying to phrase it as one.
Yeah.
How about this? This kind of tells us, but doesn't. What guards the most valuable thing in the Motherhorn?
That's
Okay. Yeah.
okay. That.
Yeah.
What guards the most valuable thing in the Mother? Let me take a look real quick.
That's the. Yes, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, word king over here.
Using your brain.
What's a brain?
If I only had a brain.
Eric was really into like those word puzzle books. There are two guards that stand at either side of a room.
I shoot one of them. Is he dead? No, that one lies. When I first heard that scenario, I'm like, that's brilliantly stupid.
I just remember the episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Where it was like that. One tells the truth, one tells only lies, dual battle things. I was like, okay.
I still don't totally understand that concept.
Give me the question as it was phrased again.
What guards the most valuable thing in the Motherhorn?
He's trying to find a way out of it.
No, I'm because there are many things of value. I'm trying to think of what Skyla would think of as the most valuable. I would say the Orrery of Tragedies is too large to be contained or guarded. It is in the open.
Ories?
The Orrery of
Orrey,
Tragedies.
O-R-R-E-Y.
Huh?
Well, I guess do we ask where it is then?
That would be the fifth and final question if it's something important.
She said it's in the open. Don't you think we can find it?
I mean, if we scour the castle.
So Elkhorn kind of steps forward.
Yeah. Please, Elkhorn, help us.
Our only hope.
I almost want to ask a question about Zybilna, but I don't know what question
Yeah.
to ask.
Should we ask if Zybilna is her true name?
How? Ask her how the League was going to convince Zybilna
Okay. That.
Yeah.
That.
As phrases that?
Sorry, say that again, please.
Phrased exactly that way.
How did he say it?
Ask her how the League of Malevolence was going to convince Zybilna to help them.
See, you asking it that way makes me think that there's something wrong with that phrasing.
There could be, there could not. I'm not saying it's wrong phrased that way. I'm just wanting to make sure that that's what's said.
Does that sound all right to everyone else?
Are you sure
What was
about
it?
that?
How was the League going to convince Zybilna to help them? Was that what it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because Elkhorn knows that the League wanted Zybilna to assist them in getting Ringelrun's powerful staff, but doesn't know how.
What leverage they have.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe we should phrase it that way. Like what leverage did the League have to try to convince
To bargain with Zybilna.
Zybilna for her assistance?
Yeah, maybe that.
I think that's
Yeah.
a good way.
Yeah.
Okay.
The corpse remains silent and does not know.
I kill it again. Answer me or I'll kill you again.
Did everybody go see Deadpool?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so good.
It's so
was
good.
fun.
I've heard. I need to see it.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Kalik came to Prismere to blackmail Zybilna into taking Ringelrun's staff. I don't know what leverage they had over Zybilna, but I do know Zybilna is an alias used by the Archmage Igwilv, who hails from a world called Horth.
Oh.
That makes sense.
That
The spell is
The
power
spell
wings.
ends.
You can ask no more questions.
That is like the perfect way to like start and end the spell.
Mm-hmm.
the rest of you, as Scala comes back to the floor,
Uh-huh.
turn and you see Elkhorn kind of stunned.
I hope that was worth it.
Igwilv. Zybilna's Igwilv?
You want to enlighten us on that?
Could have told.
Igwilv was a horrible archmage of my world. She was so intent on expanding power, didn't care what got in her way. She's been gone for decades from my world. She's the stuff of legends. We thought she had died. She's been here the whole time?
Wait, so we're saying Igwolf is what Zybilna is?
Igwilv is, so Zybilna
Is an alias name.
is an alias name. Apparently, Igwilv the Archmage was a previous name she went by.
And that's
So
so
she's the-
cauldron, so that
So she's the Ice Queen from Narnia.
Kinda.
Oh, that's not good.
So,
she
so we
froze
don't really
herself?
want to.
I'm confused.
No, I don't think she froze herself. I think the hags
Froze her.
froze her because, I mean,
They all want to control.
yeah, they wanted control, and they were probably under her power.
And the original quest was to find out what happened to this patron, which was Zybilna, right?
Mm-hmm. And now we might just have to kill her.
I just.
But she's the only one who can set us free from this place. Unless some other all hags can do that.
I'm interested in this adopted hag situation with the mother of all hags and Zybilna Igwolf. Like, did she do that to gain more power? Why did she come here and become an adopted daughter? Like, why would the mother of all hags prefer this adopted daughter to 3 of her own? Like, there's so many questions that this now brings up.
Did we just add to the problem by killing all the other 3 hags?
Does Zybilna now have all of their power?
Likely.
We might have made it harder on ourselves, but we have made it easier on this land. We've seen what these people were doing.
You do seem to have a sense from everyone else you've interacted here that Zybilna, by and large, was a force of good here.
For now.
Unless she gave up her past. I know that seems
I mean, it's not unheard of someone
foolhardy.
evil turning good. But I don't know. It's hard to say without more information. Right now, everything we have is hearsay.
Igwolf knew, and this is Elkhorn, Igwolf knew that those that would stop her were closing in, and she fled from our world. But it had been so long, we thought she was just gone. We thought she was dead.
What did she do in your world?
She was just power hungry. She wasn't... She just wanted to obtain more and more power for herself. She wanted to take magic to the ends that it could possibly be. And she didn't care what it cost to get there. And people were hurt in the process. She wasn't seeking to rule or to take over the world, just to be more powerful. It was just power for power's. You have to understand, Igwolf is the stuff of legends. Not like Kalik, not like the others. Those are villains that we can fight. Igwolf, she was an archmage. She was about as close to a god as mortals can become.
Are you saying she was trying to obtain godhood?
I never read anything that indicated she was trying to become a god, just that she wanted to obtain the highest power possible as an archmage.
When you said people of your world were gaining on her, what do you mean?
Her quest for power caused her to do things, unearth relics, damage lands, brought harm to many people in many different places. To the best of my recollection, this wasn't done out of maliciousness. She wasn't trying necessarily to hurt or kill people. She just didn't care. She just wanted more power. And she would go anywhere and do anything to obtain it, regardless of what that might mean for the people there. And so the great heroes of the time banded together and sought her out and we're closing in on her, and the stories get fuzzy. It's
Closing in how, do you know?
they had been tracking her for a time. I believe they found where she was taking lair. I don't know if she fled before that or if there was a battle. Again, most of these are the things of legend.
So, if I'm now understanding correctly, it does serve us to have Zybilna frozen. At the same time, there are people here from Orth who are actively trying to seek Egwilth out. I'm guessing that's what the League of Malevolence is doing in this realm.
So the League wants to take the staff because Kalec thinks that it's going to make him very powerful and that he'll be able to become an archmage. Whatever leverage there was here, which may be related to knowing who she is, Kalec was going to try to use that to convince Zybilna to get the staff for him.
So they're going to try to unfreeze Zybilna whenever they arrive to her.
But then Zybilna was frozen and they took league with the other hags, though.
Well, there is no other hags now.
I don't think the League would have joined forces with the hags voluntarily. I think the hags forced them. I also don't know if they would try to free Zybilna at this point. Their purpose would be to get the staff, which is already here. It's just frozen with Ringelrun. So they would have to find a way to unfreeze him.
Oh, okay.
Which also makes sense because the assassin was trying to kill the other unicorn and get the horn, which would have allowed them to unfreeze Ringelrun.
So we just need to kill your bad guys. Speaking to Elkhorn, and leave, right? I mean, unless
we need to find a way to tether Veers to this plane so we can get the unicorn horn from him. Because last we saw, like, that unicorn horn was the cause of his being ripped from space and time and only being able to interact with us.
It's also what's intermittently blipping the rest of you.
And it's what's blipping the rest of us. So if we can somehow find a way to bring Veers back, we might free ourselves from the blip as well. And then be able to find a way to free everyone else.
I have one question.
Sure.
Just one.
No. If the three initial hags are, if the Hourglass Coven is dead, and Zybilna is frozen, is Prismere free?
I guess the only way to know for sure is if we go to the land where the palace is to see what it's like there still. Because from what we've seen from the other realms, it appears that the ones under control from the Hourglass Coven are at least back to somewhat normalcy. But we'd have to return to Zybilna's castle to truly know what life was like for the people there.
And we don't know for certain that those three were the only ones in the coven either. The mother herself would be part of it.
And I don't think she'd take very kindly to us ridding her of her coven, her children.
Depends on the hag, I guess. Enderlin was giddy that we'd killed her sisters because she had all the power. This Mother of all Hags is a wild card.
Hags only tend to care for themselves most of the time.
Is this Mother of all hags? She's referred to as the Mother of all hags. Does she live on this plane? If she's stronger than Zybilna is, or granting power to Zybilna, then she herself is going to be a god, right? Or an archfey?
Archfey, probably.
We can't go up against that kind of power.
Not with our decreased numbers.
I don't like this. I'm not saying that as Anna. I'm just
Yeah,
saying
I
that as
know.
myself.
Elkhorn, what do you suggest our next step would be with this information?
I still have to get to the palace and free my friends. That's my main purpose at this point. Freeing Zybilna, and Wilf.
The innkeeper's daughter, don't forget her.
The only way we know how to free people from this time spell, though, is with a unicorn horn, which we don't have. And I'm not about to go kill a unicorn for one.
You do recall when you were frozen, the rest of you recall, when you were frozen. Aoife was drawn to you,
Mm-hmm.
and when she reached out, the unicorn horn appeared momentarily within her hand. It seems that whatever link there is between all of your group and Veers, that the unicorn horn can be called to use, so long as you can make physical contact.
So maybe if Elkhorn gets to his group alive, he can do the same.
Elkhorn probably wouldn't be able to do it, but any of you might be able to do it, so long as he gave you their names,
Their
which,
true names?
which he has.
Okay.
I believe we did say we would help.
I guess it's time to go see Zybilna. Get the go to the palace. I mean, not necessarily.
But not before we look around.
Loot.
So, going from the area.
So many rooms.
Yeah, there's a lot. So you've been downstairs. So I'll kind of jump through a couple of these. So you've got the stage left area. You've got prop storage, which is, I believe, prop storage was the one. It was these two. So these two rooms on either side, where Bryn had gone, or sorry, Aoife had gone into. Let's see. Within those, there wasn't much of no chest full of powdered wigs, mousetrap 3 feet wide and 8 feet long, parasol topped with copper leather vise, plaster pedestal on which appears a small leering gargoyle, the gilded throne, which was actually moved out to the stage floor before your fight, that Aoife had trapped with the whoopee cushion, basically.
The wateriest fart.
A small wooden cradle with a baby goblin doll in it. And has a key sticking out of the side of its neck.
Well, let's take that key.
I think if you would turn it.
It's like a winding.
Yeah.
key.
Oh, sorry.
So that is something you can do if you would like, or you can just leave it be.
Leave it.
Leave creepy dolls alone.
Leave it.
Okay. Move on to the dressing rooms. So you come down here.
God, I thought that was a person.
Yep.
The pumpkin thing.
Resting against the walls in the circular chamber are 3 dressing tables, each one with a mirror atop it. The mirrors are bordered by tiny balls of bright golden light. An ornate, high-backed chair on clawed feet sits before each table. Slumped in one of the chairs is a bugbear, dressed as a green dragon from the neck down. On the floor nearby are the fake dragon head and tail that complete the costume. This bugbear, I would say, those of you who are at the Witchlight Carnival,
Is the
make
performer?
make an insight check.
Me too.
14.
Ooh.
10.
14, you said? You take a look at this bugbear. He bears a striking resemblance to the bugbear that was guarding the cabins of Witch and Light at the back of
The one with the kitten?
so that was there
That
was
was
the
the clown, Thaco.
Oh, that was Thaco.
Yeah,
Oh.
but
But
the bugbear
the
was
bugbear
also
was in
back
the
there. It was-
area.
And he performed too, didn't he?
I think so.
I don't remember his name. I don't know his name.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Of course, my character failed my insight, but
So-
I'm sure I have
Who-
the name.
Who are all you? You made a deal with Endelin as well? What's
She did.
I pull out my Witchlight ticket.
You've been to the carnival? Have you seen Burley?
Burley.
Burley was the bugbear.
That was his name.
Like, he's a... Isn't he Burl? Oh, wait, what?
It's a. I think they're related. We haven't seen him in several days as we've traveled here. I don't know how long it's been there, but we did see him at the carnival.
Glad he's still there. I've been here I don't know how long, but you say Endelin's dead.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of looks around and looks down and, seemingly shocked, realizes he has a shadow. I'm Hurley, his brother.
God damn it.
I go up and I shake his hand.
Hurley and Burley.
Hurley.
One of Endelin's spies lured me to Motherhorn. I was upset. I felt I was being treated unfairly there, but it's nothing compared to how bad things have been here. I just want to get back now. See my brother again.
Understandable. Eric kind of gives 100
That crack.
foot stare.
No, I thought that was your body cracking.
No, cheer.
Just a chair.
There is a means to get back. And
Oh yes.
Amador explains to Hurley about the Crater Lake.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Oh yeah, all of us are gonna be like,
Yeah.
yep.
No,
Yep,
Good luck.
well, good luck with that.
Bye.
well, I've got to get going then. And he actually just tears off this costume that he was putting on. Don't ever have to wear that again. And he will run off out of the...
Bye.
Beyond the dressing rooms, there are performers' quarters. So, looks like there are 5 different rooms and there are people within
Oh, all of them. Oh, jeez.
these rooms.
We're gonna have to break it to all these actors that
They're
there's no
unemployed.
show.
Hey!
Yeah, some of them were sleeping. Some of them were just getting prepared. It seems like most of them haven't realized actually what's happened. It seems like people basically stay away as best they can until it's their time to be out and on stage for the performances of Endelin. So they've been away, and
Everybody look down and see your own shadow. Oh, look. You have a shadow. Enlin's scared. Get the fuck out.
Pretty much. honestly.
Make a persuasion check.
I will make a persuasion check.
No.
Nat 26!
Oh!
So yeah, they all look down.
They're like, oh fuck yeah!
Look down, look down.
Like in
Got a
that
shadow now.
And they all like barely take note and like
Oh, it's okay, Alphonse.
Oh,
Did I wake Alphonse up?
Yeah,
scared me.
it's fine. He needs to be awake.
some of them begin pointing
We
like
have to go to bed.
they're right that some of the items aren't working anymore. The hag's gone. Her power's been dispelled. And the other one's like, it still seems like the palace is powered, but everything that would be keeping us here is gone. We can go.
Yep.
Oh, do any of you know what the Houri of Tragedies are?
The Ori of Tragedies?
So one of them actually does step out. So one of them, non-binary human from the world of Taldori, Clee Westerly. He was actually the one kind of pacing back and forth and muttering some lines in this room over here to the side before you all came in. The Ori's upstairs. It's this enormous contraption that Endelin would use to make her predictions about the future.
Oh,
It's
Interesting.
powered by the storms.
yeah, very interesting. Let's go try some magic.
Let's call lightning on this thing.
So go ahead and give me an investigation, everyone.
Everybody.
Ah.
Good.
22, yeah.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
19.
14.
I'm gonna leave my inspiration because he notices.
Yes. Okay. So I'll say, you kind of look around. There's a couple items here of value. There's a powder brush with a painted handle, sculpted to resemble a bunch of roses. That's worth 25 gold.
Hey.
A gold hand mirror that, when you look at it, removes wrinkles, blemishes, and scars from the looker's face,
Oh, nice.
which is worth 250 gold.
Jesus.
And in the sort of preparation space, you find a fully charged wand of web.
Ooh.
On my head.
Dad said it's my turn with the brain cell.
So they all basically take the leave of you unless you have any other questions for them, and they're heading back to try to get out of
Bye.
Bismere.
I don't think so.
Dandelion, tell them how to get out.
So as you head back through to the center space here, the oracular library. This magnificent hall is lined with stone bookshelves, housing a library of leather-bound tomes. 3 elderly, bespectacled goblins climb ladders and fetch books. When you came through this area before, a couple of the Darklings were also in here reading the books. They are gone because they were all collected in the main space when you first came in. But these goblins seem to be continuing to work because they believe they will be returning. They think that their captors will be returning, so they're continuing to do their jobs.
Anybody want to tell him?
Go on.
Your services will no longer be required. We have dispatched the hag. The castle remains empty. Return to your homes and families.
And they all kind of look at each other. Make a persuasion.
You see, it's persuasion when you don't mention death.
when they don't threaten their lives.
10?
10.
Very Eric.
They kind of look at each other, back and forth, and then kind of slowly go back to shelving.
I'll join in. He is telling the truth. You can believe us.
Says the man with no riz.
I rolled 10 plus 7 on my persuasion, so 17.
So it kind of looks from you over to the paladin, and kind of back and forth. Like, so they start kind of like looking out from their area, like down to the. They see a couple of the bodies and everything.
I'm gonna mentally say to him, "If you follow your lives, you'll leave now."
They're gonna make an intimidation.
Oh, yikes! Because it's just a straight roll. 9.
So they look up and they see like the Skylar's body and some of the dust and everything. They hear this from you, and they're kind of like, and then it's like very slowly begin kind of meandering out of.
Before you go, are there any good books here?
One of them kind of turns and looks back at you and like points to a particular shelf. Make an investigation.
Investigation. 9.
Like shit.
9. So you begin pulling some of the text off the shelf. It takes you a little while because you're not sure what he was pointing at. But you do find. Let's see. Most of these books contain Endolin's predictions of the future. Most of them relating to people you've never heard of. You presume several of them have notes marked below as like deceased and some sort of date, but it doesn't. The date doesn't make sense to you.
Gotcha.
Some of them don't have dates next to them, but you do, after taking some time, find one section that contains 3 verses pertaining to Endlin equivalent and the Hourglass Coven. It says, "Time was our ally, standing beside us, giving us that which Mummy denied us. But now I feel its hands turn cold, and see its second sight unfold. The hourglass broken, the sisters 3, meeting our hellish destiny. Bav and Scab will never know that time has always been our foe."
Okay.
So she predicted their deaths?
I guess so.
Could you read the beginning just one more time? Up until
"Time was our ally, standing beside us, giving us that which Mummy denied us. But now I feel its hands turn cold, and see its second sight unfold." Okay. I'll post the thing to the chat.
I just wanted to hear the mummy part again.
Thank you, my mummy.
So, best you can tell, there's not much else in here. It's just all of these books are basically predictions that Endlin made over the years. So from here
To the Ori.
there's
The torture chamber, apparently.
there's a chamber over this way. There's another path here, and over here is the stairs that you took up initially to get to the prison cells. But there was also additional stuff up there. So there's a couple additional rooms there. Like, which way would you like to go from here?
Whichever way leads to the Ori.
I would like to check out the Ori.
Or you get the sense is probably upstairs.
Yeah, it's upstairs.
Oh, okay. I'd like to go down the hallway.
Down this one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Secret
The
hallway?
shadowy hallway is blocked by wooden backdrop 10 feet from the entrance, and the backdrop is painted to look like the library itself. As you move forward, you see there are 3 different backdrops, spaced about 10 feet apart, blocking this hall that you can shift. Second one is made to look like a raging sea. The third looks like a moonlit graveyard. As you move down this hallway, moving toward it. Every time you get within 5 feet, it swings back against the wall, revealing more of the corridor. As you move past the third backdrop, there's a doorway. There's a doorway here, past the third backdrop.
Hi, Alphonse.
Make a dex saving throw for me, please.
Oh, God!
Okay.
All of us, or
Just there's one heading down the hallway.
Nah.
I am going to use my inspiration.
Okay.
It's a nat 1, in case anyone was wondering.
oh, I thought that was a 7.
Nope.
You know what? I'm not going to roll the same dice.
That's fair.
It's a good choice.
Come on, Dex.
You sweet boy.
Well, 13.
Better than nothing.
13 just makes it.
Ha 13.
As you step forward, the floorway gives beneath you into a 20-foot pit.
Ah, that would have sucked.
Yeah, well.
But you're able to move back before it slides out from under you. And you can see, like, as moving along the wall, you can get around it without issue. As you look down the pit,
I think Alphonse wants your food.
sorry, look down the hallway, get to the door. There is a
Black box.
theater, black box theater, basically, that is in here. There's a lot of darkened areas of this theater, and a trapeze hanging from the ceiling.
Ooh.
I run and jump at the trapeze.
There's also a moon sphere, sort of hole against the wall, like behind the trapeze. But yeah, you jump on, grab onto the trapeze. It swings with you.
I would like to do a double backflip off of the trapeze.
Make an athletics check.
Oh god.
Athletics?
Are you sure?
Actually, acrobatics. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll take either. I'll take either.
acrobatics.
That will be 23.
Oh, fucking Christ.
And nobody's there to see it.
Nope.
As I say, you leap on the trapeze, swing back and forth, spiral up, and then do this backflip off the trapeze, land on the floor, put your arms up, and realize no one else has followed you.
It makes me feel better.
Make an investigation check for me.
Okay.
Her friends are dumb.
God damn it.
Alphonse, get down.
Hey!
Alphonse.
It's 4.
What a shit.
4. You look around. You don't really see anything. You presume because of the trapeze that this must have been someplace that Glister was forced to perform.
Yep.
But you're not sure why it would be here versus the other room, or why this room is set up as it is. But there's nothing really to be found here.
Okay.
I would like to point out it's 3 minutes to 10.
Okay.
Thank you, 3.
So, did you want to do the last area here, and then we can head upstairs?
Yep. Sure.
For a second, I thought you meant literally go upstairs. I'm like, why?
You know, we're all gonna go to bed together.
Yeah. It's
Well,
gonna be cuddle fest.
Sounds this
Cuddle
one-
puddle.
just letting you all know he runs hot.
I do too. It's fine.
So as you enter this room,
Mhm.
I guess who is entering this room first off?
Eric.
Yeah.
I guess we all are.
Okay, so who's Eric first? So you've checked this area out. The rest of you were like in the library. You probably, like, while you were researching the books and everything, Eric wandered off into the
Where did Eric go?
the theater things. And
That's
he comes back.
out.
You all head over to this other room. So Eric, you enter first.
Yep.
Okay. Walls of this room are adorned with wooden masks, most of which look like shocked goblin faces. Dozens of masks hang neatly from hooks on the walls, and several more are stowed haphazardly on the shelves of an old bookcase. There are 2 padlock cages standing in the corner. One is occupied by a weeping goblin, and the other is empty. In the middle of the room, there are 2 copper poles, 10 feet apart, descend from the 8-foot ceiling, and each pole has a 1 foot diameter copper sphere at the end of it, about 3 feet off the floor. Between the poles stands a thin, tall chair upon which sits another wooden mask.
Yes, it has to.
Thank you.
Health.
Thank.
Wilk.
So, the goblin, the weeping goblin that is in here, you're able to pick up Blinky. And she's just sort of silently crying in the cage.
Did something happen to Blinky?
And she points to the chair where the mask sits.
Oh.
What's the mask look like again?
Shot goblin.
Yeah. It's how Endolin would punish those of us that displeased her. The chair will turn people into wooden mask.
I'm gonna pull out the pig mask I have, like this.
Oh, Jesus.
No, that's more of a toy mask. This is
Okay.
like the rest of the, and she points, and there's like dozens all around the
Yeah,
room.
I see it.
Is it permanent?
I've never seen anyone undone from it.
I walk over to what looks like a lever, which is visible.
Yeah,
I think that activates it, but okay.
no, that's how you turn it on.
Eric reaches up. But is there a wooden mask in the chair currently?
Yes,
Okay, I flip the lever from whatever position it currently is.
you
in.
see the two spheres like gather energy, and there's like between them, but nothing seems to happen. The mask stays where it is, and the mask is below where it would have hit. You get the sense somebody sitting in the chair, it would hit right at where their head was, but the mask is now in the seat of the chair.
I see.
I'm gonna free that person.
Okay. Make a sleight of hand check for me.
Sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's locked, dude.
15.
15. You kind of fiddle with the lock for a little bit, trying to sort of figure out, and actually take one of your blades and like crack on the back of it, and it pops open.
Suck on that.
And she's able to climb out from the cage.
Can I peek in and check the doors or the drawers or crates before we
Okay.
are out of here?
So go ahead and make an investigation.
Please give me something. Okay, 15.
15. You kind of look around the room. Aside from the masks, that seems to be the only thing sorted. This seems to really be mostly just a punishment chamber. As the goblin gets out, she is surprised to see her shadow on the ground. It's like, I thought Endolin had snipped it with her scissors, but it's back. I have my shadow back.
Endolin's no more.
She's dead.
You are free.
Thank you. Should have been sooner to save Blinky, but thank you.
We lost one too.
She graciously kind of moves past you and out. So, you come back to the hallway and up the stairs. And that will bring us to...
Oh my god, what the fuck, BBQ?
It looks like
Oh, come here.
what are those connect things? Not like Legos, but the
Connect 4?
no, the connects or whatever it was called. Yeah,
I think it's connects.
that's what the thing looks like.
Make the roller coasters out of
So
it.
you get one level up from the stairs and come to the hallway. Anna, you recognize this is actually where you came, and this is
And freed.
still open, actually.
Yeah, connects. Yeah.
Yeah, this is where the sister had been held when you freed her. And as you look down the hallway, you see a gigantic contraption.
Oh, whoa.
Why do I get the
Cool.
feeling this is the thing they use to find out what the future is?
And that's where we'll call the evening.
Good.
Great.
Cool.
Right.
I want to see the future.
To see the future, you must know what.
Yay, I killed a bunch of people.
I did murder and it was fun.
It is. When they're bad. And I did heal one of my friends.
You caused the damage in the first place.
They were standing too close, that's their fault.
We're not your friends. You said that earlier. So I don't
No,
know what you're talking
she said
about.
they weren't